I gotta redo the intro. Welcome back to the Dirty Water Podcast. I'm your host, Scoob, and today I'm joined with 5 lovely ladies. To my right, we have Hayden.
Let him introduce us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Hopefully 6, maybe, if Sam decides to stop doing homework. But we have Hayden. Mm-hmm. You gonna wave? Do something? Hayden. Say hi.
Hayden,
say your name.
say
hi.
Hi. For the microphone.
In the microphone. You gotta say hi in the mic. Hi. Then we have Maddie.
Hi.
Then we have, dang it, for her name. No, okay. We have Jamie.
I thought he was going to actually forget it.
Then we have Emma, who is rudely just fucking coloring.
Yeah, she's not even. Hi. Oh, look.
And then we have,
Wow.
you thought, Julia. We have Julia. I remember all you guys' names. Why would I not forget y'all's names? Y'all know my names. Why do I need to know your last name?
What's her middle
Am
name,
I going to
actually?
meet your fathers or something? What?
Yes.
I need to know your
all
last
of our
name?
fathers separately.
We all have the same dad, actually.
We're all related.
Outlaw.
Yeah.
Outlaw.
Sam too.
Right.
Logan is not our dad.
Logan's y'all's dad, right? These are actually Logan's groupies.
That's right.
Believe it or not.
Okay. Whoa. We can call that too much.
They're not. Please stop calling them groupies. They're
Yeah.
not. They're their own person.
Yeah.
They just so happen to hang out with Logan
Yeah.
a lot.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not all the time.
After she wipes.
Lily was with Sam.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, first I want to start off by asking how was y'all's days. Y'all just go around. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, I got to start over there. All right.
My day was long. I had to
Long.
go to Abilene today.
Damn, why?
I had to trade cars with my sister.
So you drove over there
Yeah.
just to give her your car and then take her car back over here.
Okay, 2 days ago, I drove to her house to give her my car because I
Mhm.
needed her pickup. So I just flipped it.
Oh, so you flip back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not
How
fun.
far is Abilene?
Hour and a half.
Like an hour and a half. Yeah. Yeah, it was like an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. It's 3 hours. It's 3 hours out of your day in a car, you know.
Yeah. Well, Emma went with me, so.
On Tuesday too.
Yeah.
Talking to Mike. Talking to Mike.
Oh. Yeah, I went too. On Tuesday as well. That was my day.
That was a good pet. That was my
Yeah,
day.
you
Oh,
were.
okay. Jamie,
I went to English at 8 in the morning.
Oh, shit.
you okay? What did happen with it? Oh, it fell?
Yeah.
It's a thing on the side. Tighten it.
And then
No,
other
not that one. Other one.
And then I took a nap until about 3:30. Talked to some friends back home. And now I went to Walmart, and now I am here.
Nice. Solid day.
I slept until 2 and went to
Damn.
the dining hall and then came back and then
Why did I
slept.
think you said gynecologist?
Dining hall?
She got a pap smear.
And then I slept until 5 and then I went to a meeting and then Walmart and now I'm here.
Okay.
I went to my 9:25. I had
She
a
left at 9:25, by the way.
Yeah, I did. I
Jesus.
got there at 9:32, and I had class all day, and then I took a government test. Bombed that shit.
You didn't
came
study?
back. Yeah, I studied.
Did you go over the Quizlet I meant? Did you go?
I did,
Oh, okay.
actually. I wrote like
Did it help?
7 note cards, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did.
You probably passed it.
7 whole numbers.
Hopefully.
That's
I probably bombed.
Me too.
I didn't know about the Quizlet till last minute.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to class.
And then I took a nap. Then I woke back up.
A lot of naps.
Went to D Hall. Saw a magician.
Oh, we
A
did see a
magician?
magician.
A magician at D Hall.
Y'all just gonna
pretty-
skip over that?
He was more of a comedian. He
That's
was
even better.
He was making a lot of jokes. He was like,
About how bad he was at magic.
yeah.
But then he would do magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a badass.
Yeah.
Pretty cool dude.
And then we left. And then we came back. I pooped.
Oh.
Nice. None of you guys pooped, by the way.
No.
None of
No.
you.
No.
Hey,
Actually,
up
no.
digestive
Make
system.
sure you do. I
You need to
have
poop once a day.
constipation medicine. Just hit me up.
You need to poop
And
once a
then-
day. Keep your body right.
I'm here.
Sam!
God
Samantha also had to poop.
damn it. We need a chair.
Oh, I should have had JC bring a chair.
You know, if you get Sam the tall chair, she'll still be at our height.
That's fucked up.
Well,
Sam, you're not gonna reach the.
and that chair over there is shorter.
Sam said, "I would just yell."
Wait, that one's the same. That one's the
No,
same.
they're all the same.
No, it sound like a
Whoa.
stool.
Go knock on JC's door.
Yeah, go knock on Jason's door. Yeah,
Steal
I
her
go
chair.
knock. I go knock.
Steal her chair.
Well, that other one not.
We're gonna take a little quick intermission.
That other one is in 2 pieces.
Other chair is
back
literally
together?
other chair is literally broken in half. Sam,
won't
you're
go
gonna have
back
to
together.
introduce yourself and then also say what's going on with your day
And say what? And what else?
and say how your day's going.
Hey y'all. Oh my
Damn.
It's Sam. You know me. My day, it was pretty not amazing, but it was good. You know, not cray cray.
Not cray cray.
Not cray cray.
What did you do today?
Yeah, I just got off the toilet.
Woo! We have people that have their bodies right.
Damn, Jamie.
It's okay. No one lives under us.
I guess
Except the cats. The cats that live in the basement. Yo, pass me the charger.
Bro, can we make
I
that
actually
TikTok?
left it out. I
Can we
left
make
it
a
out for you
TikTok
guys,
that's
but
like, "My name
I
is
need it. So
Oh, I didn't realize that wasn't.
I want to do that TikTok so bad.
if you guys have your own cord though, you can use this. Your phone starts.
Yeah, because I just
That's
carry
you.
a cord with me in my back pocket.
You don't? I literally carry
Hate it.
this everywhere with me.
We don't have pockets.
Oh right, y'all girls, y'all wear fucking
This is the
clothes
girl
that don't
box,
make
No,
sense.
our clothes don't make pockets.
Y'all
That's why
clothes
you buy
make
boys'
no
pants.
sense.
Yes.
They lost all their softness.
All right, and we're back. All right, Sam, introduce yourself and tell us about your day again.
Oh.
Podcast doesn't know you.
Oh, hey, I'm Samantha Torres.
Samantha.
I was gonna say Sam, but then I was like Samantha. You don't use my government name. You better scratch that. Samantha
I'll bleep it out.
Antonio.
I'll bleep it
I
out.
am Sam. That's how it's gonna look.
On my day, you know, it was good. It was cool.
All right, that good enough for me. And then back to me. You know, I had a great day.
Okay,
I actually had a really shitty day, to believe it or not, because I woke up to like go take my fucking pre-cal exam.
Did you shit?
I did. I shit later,
Okay.
like around like 4.
Yeah.
It got no, it actually did. Bro, my day started and I was like, oh man, I'm not ready for this exam. And then I was like studying in my bed. Don't ever do this.
Yeah.
I learned from experience. Just now. My experience was just now. But I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I was like, oh shit. I started crying because literally like I was like, fuck, if I like don't take this, like that's a 0, and then like I fail. Like gone. Fail. Class over. And then I was crying and I called my sister. I told her and she was like, stop being a bitch. Email your professor, see if she'll let you like take it later. And I did, and she let me take it in one of her later classes.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to
then
never
you
mind. because- yeah, then I went poop right after because I was like fucking stressing. But I probably did really bad on that because I went in with like the shittiest mindset. I was like, oh man,
Full of shit.
I was full of
But
shit.
anyways.
But now I'm here. After that,
Nice.
now the day's getting better. Come with you guys. Oh my god, we're
It's called Thursdays with the Girlies.
Thursdays with the girlies. Yeah. All right.
What the
First,
Sam, you can wear this.
I sucked it back out.
I assume all you guys know about this because y'all are girls and y'all are probably always on your phones. But Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, defending his wife's honor. Would y'all want that?
No.
It was a good joke.
Well, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Y'all know
on
who
the
G.I. Jane is, right?
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a
but I
badass,
don't
right?
Get
Uh-huh.
offended easily.
I think G.I. Jane's a badass.
Yeah. I don't get offended easily either. So I feel like if someone made a joke, I'd be like, ha.
Especially over that though. Like I don't think I'd get offended over that.
Yeah.
She makes
I
it very
think-
public. So.
If
She
you
does,
watch,
yeah.
if you watch the clip back, Will Smith is laughing,
Yeah.
and
was
then
definitely
looks over
scripted.
to his wife. She's mad, and he goes, "Okay," but she laughed.
I think.
I saw a TikTok that was like, if The Rock said it, he'd be like,
Mm,
"Oh,
yeah.
it's funny. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh."
Nah, I really think because I did see him laugh, and then he looked over at his wife and was like, "Oh shit, she's mad. I'm mad."
Yeah.
But then I talked to my dad about it, and he was like,
He's just afraid she's
When-
gonna fuck somebody else. Again.
"I think she still does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the relationship is still open, but
He don't know that though.
Actor so.
Which I could share with the class.
It was really bad. But I saw this meme that was like, wow, Will did so good tonight protecting what's her face. Maybe he gets to watch instead of just.
And he gets to watch now. Ooh, spicy. From the closet, not like out, you know.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah,
closet.
yeah, of course.
The hole in the wall. Nah, but my dad was telling me like normally if your wife gets offended by something, you gotta like defend her. But I was like, on national TV though, like,
Yeah, like,
on
to
live
that
TV,
extent.
like he couldn't
Yeah, I
he
think
couldn't
it's about that
wait
far.
until like after.
Could have been a yelling match, and then at the after party, it could have been the.
Well, you know it's
Yeah.
rehearsed, so somebody had to have heard it before.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's fully rehearsed.
They have to have stuff like planned, or else
I think it's
Might
like
have put it in his
reasons
speech
like
in that moment.
Yeah.
I think it's more like, Chris Rock is gonna be. It's just it's a Jasper hair. They're all over me. But Chris Rock is gonna be like, I'm gonna make some jokes. Then after that, you're gonna come down for your reward. It's not like, the jokes I'm gonna say, pretty much.
I feel like somebody would. I feel like he had to rehearse them somehow because like it's the Oscars. You gotta know.
Well, he also, they have writers for some of the
Yeah.
jokes. So like, I think someone somewhere like said that wasn't his joke.
It probably was.
I think
It was
he
like a
meant
writer's
it
joke.
lightheartedly, but it just got taken the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think he
because
meant
she's
it against her disease. I think
Man,
he just meant it.
Alopecia ain't no
Like,
damn
oh, like,
disease.
oh.
She ain't dying.
If she had like cancer. Or
And I'm
something,
gonna be
like-
honest, she looks badass.
Yeah.
Like she
Well,
looks.
Nah, she looks good with the bald look,
yeah,
right?
Like it fits her.
So I don't know why she got so offended if she
yeah.
talks about her hair
Probably
loss. all the
just like
time.
right joke, wrong time.
Maybe.
I don't
She
know.
just wanted to cause drama. That's why people think it's scripted because it was a good joke.
Okay.
Defend your wife's honor, but
Yeah, no, I see like tweets all like, yeah, Will was in the right. My mom even said Will was in the right. I was like, no, he assaulted a man on national TV. I
Yeah,
think
like-
he should pay a fine at least or some shit.
Yeah.
Bro went off scot free. He was partying at the after party with his reward and
What
shit.
sucks is someone brought up, I can't remember who was it, but what sucks is like because he slapped him, that's where all his attention went to, and that was the first Oscar he's ever won in his whole career. Like that was
Oh,
his
you're talking about the
first
dude
Oscar.
that won the documentary one, right?
No, Will
For the-
Smith.
No, well, yeah.
That was Will Smith's first like Oscar like
Was
ever.
it?
Yeah, pretty
No
sure.
way.
Yeah. Like yeah, if it wasn't his
For all
first,
of
it was
his-
like
everything.
it was like pretty close to, but it was like one of the first ones
Yeah.
he's ever won.
Really?
That's
So
how
it
it's
was like a
highlighted, is
big
the fact
deal,
that
but that's how
that happened.
now everyone's seeing he slapped him instead of he actually won an Oscar for the first time, and he's been doing stuff since what? Since we were.
He's got
Bro.
good movies,
Not
though.
even
We weren't even
born.
born yet. He's been acting forever,
He's,
like
and
30
all
years.
his stuff. There's maybe 2 movies of his that aren't known, 2 shows that aren't known. He's like amazing actor, but because he hit somebody on national television, nobody's focusing on the fact that he
there's
won an Oscar.
so many other jokes that anybody could have made because it's like the fucking elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Make sure you talk to the mic.
Huh?
Make sure you talk to the mic.
No. Oh, now I can hear.
Yeah.
You can hear yourself.
I can still hear.
Just like direct your mouth towards it, pretty
Mm.
much.
Okay, but like the elephant in the room is that everybody knows that she got fucked.
Yeah, she
You
was
know-
getting piped by like not her husband.
Yeah, and people could have made a joke about that. Like they could have taken it so much.
It could have been
farther
so
than
much
just
worse.
Fucking
Yeah.
alopecia. You don't have hair, but she had a shaved head before she even fucking had alopecia. Alopecia.
Well, she had short hair. I wouldn't say she had a shaved head, but she had shorter hair
Yeah, she had
before
longer
she
on
went
top and
bald.
shaved sides.
So like, I don't understand like what she took so much offense
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
joke.
Because the
was-
girl is bald too in the
Yeah.
movie, so it was, you know.
And she's a badass in the movie. That movie was
Yeah.
tough.
Seriously.
Thought the movie was fire. So like, where is it appropriate for your man to like defend you like that?
I feel like
I personally think
yeah. Someone with
that
a boyfriend answer maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't got no
You got an
boyfriend.
opinion?
no,
Yeah,
I
I
think
know,
it.
but-
I think it needs to be taken one-on-one with the person, and if it doesn't happen, then you bring other people into it. But just to like go for it in front of everyone, that's fucked.
Okay.
Because they could have laughed and
Yeah.
it would have made it seem so much more lighthearted because he even like before he even said it, he made sure like, oh, I love you, but da 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 da.
That is true. He did like make the joke in a jokingly way,
Yeah.
and like out of a more of a. That's probably like the most respectful way you could say a joke
Exactly.
by saying, "Hey, don't take offense, but you know."
Yeah, if somebody like says shit like disrespectfully, like, then take it up. But that's
Yeah.
national television. One, like you have so many people watching. So many people are gonna have different opinions depending on who they favor more. Like, not in that setting. If it's like a personal thing, like in a smaller group of people, then handle it. But
Yeah, it's like celebrities do stuff that we do every single day, but like obviously it's gonna be seen more
right.
because they're
Nah,
famous.
celebrities live in a bubble.
Well, like I'm saying, like how she cheated on Will.
Everybody.
Oh well,
Everybody
they made
cheats.
that public.
Yeah.
That's
Everybody
more of the
cheats,
problem.
But like celebrities, as soon as it gets out, it's like that's all people.
Well, she also didn't cheat. They had an open relationship.
No, I know, but I'm saying like that's something that would happen like down the hall,
She called
Ah,
and like
okay.
nobody would acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But it's
She
like
cheated,
it's who you bring to lie. You know.
Sam, you just vibing. You got anything to say?
I don't know.
When would you want Jesus to stand up for you?
I mean, if it's something disrespectful.
at the drop of a hat.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I would want to. I'm the type who would want to handle it by myself first. But of course, I want my man to support me.
Yeah.
If I find it disrespectful, but if it's like if I was in her shoes, I know that I'm at a show where there's a comedian. He's gonna be making jokes. You can't get mad at a comedian for making jokes. It's their job.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even controversial. Like, if,
Yeah.
I feel like also all 6 of us are very much like we don't take anything to heart.
well, we take shit to heart.
Well, like
that's,
like
meant
jokes,
to, yeah.
jokes.
Yeah,
we
but,
don't
like-
we don't ever like take
We
jokes.
know
Like,
the
we just like
offensive
joke about
thing.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't get offended super easily.
So you're asking a
Am I asking the wrong crowd?
Yeah.
I told you guys I need some liberal ass, left wing, colored hair.
Feminists.
Just yeah,
I
full
got
on
someone.
feminist.
I got
Them-
someone.
The colored hair dye.
Oh, Maddie was gonna have me dye my hair blue.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Then
You should have. Like
Ombre
it was
blue.
like bright
should
blue
just
and then like
all go
ombre.
pink.
I'll go
It was
pink.
a look.
A group pink.
Pink.
You also gotta cut
Purple.
your hair. Cut your hair short.
Oh yeah, shave it.
Yeah.
Just
Yep. Do y'all see this vibe head?
Girl,
Hell
not
no.
even.
Let me just wipe mine off.
All right, but like, do y'all feel like women don't get enough respect anymore?
Oh, facts. 100%.
Depends on the situation. I'm gonna be honest.
It depends
Full
if a man
honesty.
thinks that he's above you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Which is
Yeah.
totally always.
yeah,
Like very. Cause there's some guys who think that they're like, oh, I respect women, but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's others, like there's other guys that I will say, okay, from Houston perspective, from I came to Stephenville, and I think Maddie, you're from Houston. Emma could probably say it too. I don't know, you're not from the same exact part because Houston's big, but Maddie and I came here, and like every door we walked through was held, and so we were like sometimes it got to the point where we were looking at each other and we were like, what the fuck? Like we had you open your own doors because you get doors slammed in your face by guys in Houston, so like it's different where you come from.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they say Southern hospitality?
Yeah.
There definitely is a such thing as Southern hospitality, 100%.
Or even just like yes ma'am, like
Most
like that
guys
kind of stuff.
here,
that's so more
and
attractive.
I say
though.
most, I
It
don't
is
say all.
So much more attractive.
Most guys here that I have met are very respectful.
Definitely
Yeah.
most.
Yeah, most.
Yes.
Most.
Not
But
all.
there are
not all.
They're the type that like think that they're respectful. And
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
They don't let you tell them anything different, so that they're gonna continue to think that they're being respectful,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
though they're being a douche.
It's like when they're heavily
they can say yes
opinionated.
ma'am, no man, but be a prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I feel like it's different in a relationship aspect rather than a friends aspect, if that makes sense. Like, if I see a random guy and he holds the door for me, it's just a simple, like, thank
Kind
you.
gesture.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
ma'am,
just
of
simple
course.
kind gesture, right?
But as soon as you date them, they're like, oh, you're a fuck you.
But I
Fuck
also
around.
okay. I don't know
Like-
if this is y'all, but like, I don't want my boyfriend to like say that all the time. You know,
No.
like yes, ma'am, and stuff. Like I want them to call me
Yeah.
a bitch sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
fuck
I
around.
want
with
him-
me.
But there's like
Yeah.
there's a
If I
time and a
am
place for that, right?
My husband. if
Yes.
he
There's
calls
a
me
time
bitch.
and a
Okay. If
Smack
it's in
the
front
shit
of
outta
other
him.
people, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
You're
Have
gonna
my
respect
back in front of other
me.
people,
Yeah.
talk to me behind closed doors.
Yeah,
But
basically.
That
don't
type
talk down
situation.
to me behind closed door. I don't
Oh.
like the word
Yeah.
bitch, but like
Yeah.
if you need to put me in check because I'm like, you know,
It's a different thing to say you're a bitch and you're acting like a bitch. Those, to me, the word acting changes the whole meaning of the word.
Yeah.
like a bitch. Yeah.
Because if I look at him like you're a bitch, Or if I say Hayden,
Well,
like,
and I
you're
feel
kind of
like-
acting like a bitch right now. Like, those are different.
Kind of.
Like, no, if there's, like, I don't know. It's another circumstance thing. Like, it
Yeah.
depends. Not all guys are respectful by any means.
Yeah.
But moving down here, it's a lot.
Are there
I will
any
say-
army bases in Houston?
I have no idea.
There's one, isn't there?
At least not where we're from.
Closer to like Galveston.
Are there any army
I think-
bases
yeah.
in Houston?
There's Coast Guard bases, which is kind of.
Yeah, Coast
That's
Guard.
not the army.
I don't think there's any.
But it's-
huge-
I don't
Coast Guard.
Actually, Emily, you're wrong. No, I think.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking
Yeah,
about it 'cause
so-
I'm from NASA, so they always have like the guards there. At
You're
NASA.
from NASA?
Yeah, there's.
No. NASA.
Well,
NASA.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
They always
like
have, like military.
Like
There's,
Galveston,
those
kind of.
space-
what I've noticed, because in San Antonio, totally different.
Mhm.
It cause we have like fucking I don't know how many army bases
Mhm.
and Air Force,
Mhm.
but most of us are fucking military kids, so we were raised respectfully
Yeah.
and like to say yes sir, no sir, and no ma'am, yes ma'am. So like hearing like that from Houston, you know, Southern hospitality ain't everything,
Yeah.
and that's why I tell people like, nah, Houston's not really Texas. That's like its own part,
Houston
honestly.
is very.
Houston
and it's,
sucks.
It's different. Agreed. It's different
very
from
different.
where. It's in a literal like certain parts of Houston, because there's like.
Every block is a different city. I
Yeah,
swear.
like
Yeah.
Emma's from Houston, and I didn't meet Emma until we came to college. Like you could genuinely live in Houston, but live in like fucking Sugarland and Spring, where Maddie and I are from, and you would never see each other.
I had
So
a
it's-
bud from the Woodlands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Woodlands is like 25 minutes from where we
It's
live.
like an hour and a half from here.
Yeah, I see.
God
So it's like
damn.
you say you're from Houston, but you're not.
Yeah, like our high school had over 4,000 people in
Yeah.
it. So like we didn't even know half the people in our class.
Yeah. Like our
Damn.
graduating ceremony, I knew like 25 people. Like, yeah. Well, okay.
I made
yeah,
an
one-
attempt
but,
to learn
like-
everyone for for the most part. I knew like 500 people.
Yeah, I had like 20, 30, like 32 people in my graduating class, so I knew
Damn, what the
everyone.
fuck?
Yeah. And it's like I feel like I don't know. It depends. It depends on the guy. Like most guys, not most. I don't even want to say most. We'll say about
A good chunk.
45, 55. 45 of them, great dudes. 55 of them,
Are we saying here or Houston?
in
Yes.
general.
In general? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We'll
Yes.
say Texas.
Texas,
We'll
okay.
say Texas. I would say a lot. I've never been in a relationship, so I'm speaking from just like passerby, like talking friends kind of thing.
Yeah.
Experience, but it's a lot different. Like you see, I don't know how to explain it.
I think it's also going to depend on the girl because, like,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
think about it in a friends aspect and a relationship aspect because, like, if somebody doesn't want to be your friend, they're not going to be nice to you. And, like,
Talk in the mic.
Dang, beginners.
No, amateurs.
but if, like, even in a relationship, they may not say, like, they may be accustomed to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, but, like, if they don't want to flatter you, they're not going to put in those extra steps.
Yeah.
Because they know, unless
Yeah.
it's, like, imprinted in their brain that they have to, they're not going to. They can still be a nice guy, but they don't have to be nice to you. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to know everybody like that.
Yeah.
So stranger, it's going to differ.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, all right, when you mentioned Southern hospitality,
Mhm.
that's like all of the South is not the same
No.
No.
at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if y'all ever been to Atlanta. Those niggas are rude. rude as fuck. Those niggas are just mean for no damn reason. Shout out to Atlanta though, because I love food and rap and everything about the city. I just don't like the people in the city.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Kick them out.
Houston
Kick them
is-
out, right?
Yeah.
And the
it's like-
culture
I
there.
no. Yeah. When I say I don't know. When I say Southern hospitality, I'm thinking like, oh no. It's okay. Rub it in. It's more spray tan.
More sprains in.
No. When I say Southern, I don't know. I call it Southern. I don't.
No,
I
it
forget
is Southern
Texas is the
hospitality.
South.
It is Southern hospitality, but it's just like not
Their mom was
everywhere
raised
in the
them right.
South is the South.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
a melting pot now. You
Their
have
mom
people
is-
coming from everywhere.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
mom
Yeah,
was raised
exactly.
them right.
Houston's one of the biggest melting pots in the world.
Yeah.
So,
Usually, I would say a good handful of guys that are respectful and like really genuinely good guys, not
Our
just like on the
country.
surface good guys. That yes, and have a heavy like relationship with their mom Or
I
Mama's
sisters.
love
boys.
my mom.
Or sisters. See? And you're
I love
respectful.
my sisters.
Guys, Corey's respectful. Shout out to Corey.
Shout out to
Shout out everyone. Shout out Corey real quick.
Corey.
Corey.
Yeah.
Corey's very
I'm taking-
respectful.
I'm taking
But also,
Logan's
there
groupies.
are those mama's boys that, you know, you say one thing about their mama, they gonna bust your
They
ass
gon-
no matter how much
Yeah, I used to be that way.
hospitality.
I used to be that way. But my mom
Leslie.
can take a joke for one.
Never mind, Corey.
And she can take a joke, and also some people, you don't know my mom. You
Does
know
your mama want to marry you?
what?
What?
Does your mama want to marry you?
Does my mom want to marry me?
Yeah.
No, those are the moms that I don't like. When they're like,
Mhm.
you can't have my son, he's mine.
Oh no, my mom. No, my mom's already giving me away. She don't care about me.
Oh,
See,
Nah,
and
she
that's-
loves me, but she like, I'm an adult now,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
do your
Yeah.
thing.
So
yeah,
I
the
can-
mamas that grow, you know, raise your kids, send them off to be
Grow
their
them
own
up.
person, but then they're also the ones that, you know,
Smother them.
they
Nah, I am a mama's boy, but she's not gonna baby me anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
And that's a good mom.
Yeah.
Like your girlfriend is her daughter now and not her competition.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Dang, shout out to moms.
Shout out to my
Love
mom.
moms.
Love you, mom.
Some
You're
moms.
great.
To the milfs.
Don't even. Your mom
You're
is
a
great.
great mother.
No, yeah, love
Oh.
my mom. Fuck Marina. No, I
Do
love my
Do I have to
mom.
cut that out?
No.
No, that's my mom.
You can say you said fuck her though.
No, it's okay. They have that
You
relationship.
want me to cut that out? I can cut that out. Hey, I don't know if you're gonna send this to her or not.
Just
No.
recently.
Mom, look. Fuck you.
Hayden's mom.
Hayden's
Sent.
mom.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady. She's very much like a sister, not a mom. I don't think my dad is like, you know, a
Dad.
typical father figure, but she,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
she's young, so she relates to a lot of stuff, which is nice.
hmm
I don't have one that, you know, go put your skirt on.
Yeah, mine's
I don't talk to my parents like that.
My
I
mom,
got you
my
an
mom's
apron for your
56.
10th birthday.
I don't talk to my parents like personally. I ask them for advice. Like I most definitely do talk to them and like check in on them. I ask them for advice and stuff like for things I really don't know.
Mhm.
Such as like I was trying to get like a loan and shit. I was like, "Yo, Dad, how the fuck do I get a loan?" He's like, "Oh, well, go to the fucking bank, nigga. Like, what are you stupid? Where do you think loans come from?" But it's like if I'm like feeling like sad or like depressed or something, I don't talk to them.
No, I don't
No.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, literally.
Just like she's very real, so she'll like tell you straight up. So if
Yeah.
I'm like, should I dye my hair black? She's like, no, bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also my parents, I like think of, they grew up in different eras, so the way they dealt with depression or like mental shit in general, they dealt with it differently.
Yeah,
like,
my
way
dad was born
differently.
in the 70s. My mom was born in the 80s, so it was like just becoming a thing.
Yeah, they dealt with their mental problems like way differently. So I normally talk to someone like closer to my age.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
and my brother are inseparable. Best
Yeah.
friends.
That's why I love my sisters.
Mm.
I pick and choose who I want to talk to, but 'cause I got 3 of them, so I'm like,
How old are they?
This one's good for this
How old are they?
situation.
Damn. Oh my God.
Is
Was it her birthday?
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Oh,
It's
my
tomorrow.
God.
It's tomorrow.
April
What
1st?
time is it? What time
Yeah.
is it?
10:21.
literally
10:21.
just
Text them at
10.
12. You gotta
At
text them at
12.
12.
I will. 'Cause I just told her.
12, I'm
I
calling Kristen.
Just crying on the phone with her. I'll call her. Yeah.
Don't be asleep.
What is she?
That's okay, I'll wake her up.
I have one that's
That's okay.
24, then 25, and then my other sister's 30. Yeah, they're all older than me.
Your sister is almost as old as my mom.
Really?
My mom's 37.
How old are you?
18. I'll be 19 in July, though.
Carry the zero.
Carry the zero.
Oh, okay.
How old's your mom?
My mom? Don't know. I don't ask her age. I can guess.
She's got to be like...
She's like 48. She had my first sister really early. Like really
The
early.
Like
31
18?
the 30-year-old is the oldest one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like 18.
Yeah. She's like 48, I think.
My parents are 12 years apart.
Dang, my mom's 56.
Under 4 years apart.
Hey, what the fuck?
Sorry, Mom. I did not tell them your age, I promise. My mom's 56 and my dad's 51.
My mom had me so late.
Mine too. I was
Same.
a rainbow baby.
My mom was 36.
What does that mean?
Mine was too.
I wasn't
My
supposed to
mom
live.
was 18.
Oh,
What?
okay.
My dad was
We just
30
fist bump
something
through.
when
Hey,
I was
fist
born.
bump through Emma's head.
Dang.
My dad's
Julia.
50, my mom's 37.
Fist bump through Emma's head.
Dang.
I think my mom's
Was it for the money? Is that what she got with your dad?
No.
Was he well off?
She lied about her age.
That's tough.
shit.
Honestly, I fuck with
But
that. That's tough.
They met at a Dairy Queen. My mom worked at Dairy Queen. She picked up extra shifts just so she could see my dad. And he like went there like before, I don't know, it was like open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She said for like 4 days straight he came for breakfast, lunch, and dinner just to see her. But she did lie. She was 17 and she told him she was 19.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he
Your
did.
daddy like him young.
No, he didn't even like her at first. He didn't like her at first, but then, you know,
That's what happened.
she
Compensated.
pushed her way.
Yeah, my dad actually kind of did the same thing. My mom was working somewhere, I forget where, but my dad literally just kind of harassed her until she went on a date with him.
That's what it is.
My parents met on a blind date. They were set up by their friends who had just got married. Or no, they were like in a committed relationship, and they were like, "Oh, we think y'all will be a good match. Let's set them up." And it just so happened my dad had just moved to where my mom lived, and he was like, "Okay, you know what? We'll try it." Went on a blind date. Didn't stop talking after that. Started dating, and then got married.
Do those friends hold
tough.
it over their head like, we're the reason y'all got married?
Oh God, they,
Probably.
No, literally, my parents were in homeroom together in 5th grade.
Oh.
And this girl, so they sat like right next to each other, but this girl in front of them was like, "Y'all are gonna get married." Yeah.
and it's
so
like, fuck it, we're gonna get married now. We're gonna get married.
Push in your nose. Thank you. Push it in again.
My parents met because my dad's best friend was my mom's cousin, and they've known each other since they were 7 years old. And they hated each other, and then they were in band together, and then they decided to date, and now they're married. They've been married for 32 years.
Yeah. My parents have been married for 22 years.
I don't know. My parents' anniversary was this month. I don't know.
There's
My
this.
parents' anniversary is during Christmas, so that was whole.
Sam, you told me about your dad.
Yeah.
20. I told you about my dad.
Yeah, you told
I
me
don't have a dad.
You do have a dad. You told me he was in Mexico.
That doesn't count.
He's
It
not
does.
here. He's not here. He's not here. Don't have a dad.
He's alive.
No dad. I have a daddy.
Oh, shout out Jesus.
Exit. She has Jesus around her neck.
She
It's
do have
Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, you're right.
It's
You're right.
Jesus.
Jesus.
You are fake.
Shouts out to Jesus.
Shout out to
I wanna
Jesus.
meet
You're
Jesus
doing great
one
over
day.
there.
He comes back on the 13th.
He knows how to deliver a
And he'll be
baby.
here. Yep.
What? Sam, you got a kid?
She does.
What?
She actually threw it away
Oh.
though. She just had one for fun so he could practice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something racist, but I decided not to. I decided against it.
Against who though? Mexicans, black
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
white
Me-
people.
Me-
Mexicans.
Ah.
He's like, "Are you talking about me?"
I can't text him.
I'll do it
For a
again.
week.
With your fist.
It's okay. You can
It was
text
with your
me.
feet.
Put me in your phone as Jesus. I'll text you back.
All right.
I'm gonna forget to change it. He's gonna be like,
So
Why'd you
I have
send me
a
titty
actually,
pics?
I have a question.
Yes.
What does your dad look like?
A Native American.
Do you think your dad's out of your mom's league, or
Yes.
vice versa?
I'll show you my dad actually, and I'll show you my mom.
Why you pull that up? Is your dad out of your mom's league,
I don't
or
think
vice
so.
versa? No. You don't know your
Ask
dad.
me.
You don't have a dad. She
No,
doesn't have a
actually,
dad.
my dad was a douche. My
I would
mom
say-
was a grunge. She was.
I
was
would
nice.
say they were both. I would say.
She wasn't
What
kidding.
did I
She was
literally
knocked
just
over.
say?
I would
still
say
like
they
it.
were both in each other's league, and they both still grown together, and now they're still attracted to each other, but they're not what they used to look like.
Yo, he
That
kind of
makes
looks like
sense.
The Rock mixed with like a little bit of Elvis.
I'll show you my mama. He
I got
looks
a picture of
just
my
like
dad.
her brother. Like if she pulled up a picture, it's literally her brother with a mullet.
That does
It's
the
her
Alright,
brother
Emma.
with a mullet.
Your dad, you're out of your mom's league, or vice versa?
Considering my mom started dating my dad whenever he had like 2 foot long hair and a ponytail, I'm gonna say my mom was out of his league because she was like skinny and had like the hourglass figure and was like 5'8". Like she was gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
With, like the fiery red hair, you know,
Yeah.
like everyone in school wanted her kind of thing. But then in college, I think he got out of her league because
So
she
he's still
got
in
like
his-
she chopped all of her hair off and got like a pixie cut.
It was the
yeah.
90s. It was a crazy
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah. My mom
Listen,
had
my
bleached
dad-
blonde hair
Yeah.
until she cut it all off.
That's my mama.
But now,
Oh.
my mom's out of my dad's league because he
Uh,
balded at 30.
When they met, my mom was also
Damn.
a multi-sports
Alright, what about you?
girl.
I think they were like pretty equal. Not
Pretty
gonna
equal?
lie. My dad was like the jock, like the
Yeah.
popular jock dude, so he was like good looking. And then my mom was like the really pretty, quiet, smart girl. And so they just like, it's like a High School Musical kind of.
Okay.
Cute.
My
Would
parents
you
are both
say
jocks.
your mother settled? Like, could she have gotten better?
Damn.
Absolutely not.
No.
Yes.
I love
No?
my mom because she's great, but I think my dad and my mom are a very
like these
even match.
Okay.
My dad, now I think they're fine, but they had split up before because my dad owns his own business, and he
Sign that prenup.
he basically had to do everything himself. He didn't have a sibling until he was 16 years old, so he grew up doing everything himself, and then whenever he had a girl to take care of, everything revolved around money, and then they had kids, so everything revolved around money, and
Yeah.
he was like, he wanted to be a forever bachelor and raced, so I think she got kind of stuck raising kids. Not that it made her stuck, but she had no help, so
Yeah.
I think she could have found somebody that wanted to help her out more, because she also she's very she wanted to go to the Navy, stuff like that, but he didn't support it, so she didn't really get to do what she wanted to do. She could have found somebody more willing to help her then, but now he's couldn't imagine each other with anybody else.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mine
Maddie?
was a lot meaner than that because my mom just dated a millionaire before my dad. But I love my dad. I love my dad.
You know what? Let me get the contact.
Sugar daddy.
Maddie, what about you?
I think she could have, but I think they're a good match. They
Yeah.
balance each other out. So
Yeah, I would say my parents are polar opposites. Polar opposites. My
Yeah.
mom is
Those are
very
the
much
best.
I don't want to say she doesn't like having her own opinion, but she has to kind of be,
Influence.
yeah, she has to be steered kind of.
Mm.
And my dad is hardcore steerer, so that motherfucker is never wrong. I love him. Sometimes I got that trait, and I always say I'm always right. But I would say they're very even matched just because my dad is a big social personality
Yeah.
and a big personality, and my mom is very reserved, but I don't know, they make each other better, if that makes sense. They
Yeah.
make each other, they match very well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polar opposites are the best.
Yeah,
relationship.
my mom's from upstate New York, and
Oh,
my
she
dad's
from New York.
Yeah,
From
she's a
New York.
Yankee, cold
She's
hard
New York.
Yankee. And my dad's from this little itty bitty small town in the southernest, little Texas town. So my dad's a hardcore redneck. My mom's a big Yankee. That tells you how much they are different. They're just very polar opposites that just happen to meet.
What part of New York is she from?
She's from Long Island.
Oh, she's not from New York.
No, I'm kidding.
Man, Long Island's just its own separate part.
Yeah, but she's just a little Yankee, and my dad's a big
I know, I
redneck.
keep hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm always shipping when I have these type of thoughts.
All right, so after hearing that, do y'all think women of today have unlogical standards for the guys they want?
Yes. Okay, let me explain.
Some do, but
Yeah.
not
Let
all.
me
And
explain.
I'm thinking logical.
Jada
You can have your your preference, because that's your opinion. That's what you want. But from a logical standpoint, here's an example, so we can make this more clear. A girl that's 5 foot, but only dates guys that are
Absolutely
but
not.
only
Look away,
dates
look
guys
away.
that are 6
Look
foot
away.
and up.
Okay, listen, the
Does that make
tall
any
guys are
sense?
so much. I
Okay,
know,
but some
I
of us
know
are
I'm
tall
little.
and need
But here's the
taller
thing.
guys.
Yeah.
I don't like tall guys.
I do. Okay, here, listen.
But the guys who are taller are more attracted to the shorter girls.
No,
Because
see,
it makes
see,
you
no,
feel
no,
big.
I'm gonna get to that. But let's start with girls first. Let's start with
Sorry,
girls
Maddie.
first. But let's go one at a time, because it just kind of all just got thrown in there. But you have anything else?
No, go. I was just
All right, Maddie.
laughing.
What?
Maddie, you're literally just saying something.
No.
Oh, she was yelling.
Oh,
We fight about
'cause
it.
she's way shorter than me, and she always goes for like taller. She's like, "Oh, that one's so tall, like I call it." And I'm like, "But I'm so much taller than you."
No,
like,
but normally he has a tall friend, and I'm like, okay, you can have the taller one. And we never talk to them, so it's not like it actually goes further. But it's just, I don't know, there's something about
It's like the
taller
protecting
guys.
feeling.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I like feel.
I didn't know Kyler was tall before I met him. If y'all needed to know that, I thought he was like 5'10". Yeah.
I'll tell you honestly, tall guys give the best hugs. I'll say it point blank, period.
But here's the difference, though, with tall
It
guys.
is true.
Tall guys, they can't be skinny.
Yes.
They have to have meat on them.
They're all bony and like.
See, it's a pen. Yeah, okay,
I
to answer your
disagree.
question,
I love a
yes,
dad
standards
bod.
are ridiculously high. Yes, because
Of how shit has been.
yes,
Girls have had to settle for a long time.
a lot of girls will still settle.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm gonna let you finish. Hold
no,
on.
go
You
ahead, go
finish.
ahead.
All right, so like, why does a 5-foot girl need a 6-foot man?
She doesn't. She feels safe.
It's
Leave
like-
the tall
it's a
guys for the
She
tall
can
girls.
feel safe with a 5'8" guy. He's still 8 inches taller
No,
than her.
because if I wear heels, we're gonna be the same height.
No, you're not. What heel is 8
if you're
inches?
tall-
Hey,
I
I'm
don't wear
5'5",
heels
okay?
too.
We're not.
And I'm already tall.
Jamie,
you
I
had a
literally
guy that was
shorter
5'10".
than you.
Yes, I don't know what it is. I cannot tell you why I find tall guys so attractive.
Jamie,
but
I hope
there's
somebody
some-
lies
No,
to you
it's-
one day
it's
and they're
literally-
5'10" and they're like, yeah, I'm 6'2", and you're like, fuck yeah, finally.
You always gotta subtract 2 inches off a guy's height. Sorry.
So
They
Kyler's
tell you they're
6'3".
What?
Well, no, not when
Slowness.
they're super ridiculously tall, but like if a guy's in that 5'10" to 6'1" range, he's gonna tell you he's 6 foot, but he's really a 5'10". My brother will tell you he's 5'10". That man is
He's
5'8".
not. He's about shorter than me.
That man is 5'8" because he always complains that Maddie's 6 foot and Maddie is 5'9". So it's like, I don't know, it's a comfort thing. Like,
Uh-huh. And
But
also,
if
like,
you found your perfect guy,
if I found my perfect guy and the only thing lacking was his height, it'd be fine.
But I can't.
Yeah,
if
it's
it-
not
if he
like-
doesn't, if he doesn't have a dad bod, then I don't feel comfortable. Like I feel like I'm gonna break him, and he can't do anything.
see,
about
I feel
it.
like everybody,
So I don't really care about the height.
before you get into a relationship, you always have this standard that you're wanting to follow. Like you have, it's like a rubric that you want to follow, but you're never gonna know what the person of your dreams is gonna look like.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Kylie, my type is like dad bods. All of my exes, they have not been skinny, they have not been tall, they've been a few inches taller than me and thicker because that's what I felt. You know, I didn't want to be seen as like the fat
Yeah.
girlfriend. But
the
once you
yeah.
meet somebody that like
Yeah.
your heart connects with, it does not matter, and I'm gonna promise you that.
Shout out Kyler. You
love
got homegirl
Kyler.
talking like this.
we love Kyler. She's over here spilling her guts out here, man. She's so in love.
She in love.
I do say I like taller guys, but recently I will say my like preference has changed drastically, and it's more
Because you're meeting more people, James.
okay. Well, you know, yeah, probably, but yeah, I would say girls. I don't know. Some girls want the best for themselves, and some girls will settle for what they can get, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have the confidence and you don't have like I don't want to say self-worth, but like you don't feel like you deserve better, you're going to go for worse.
Yeah.
And that's why most girls are like heartbroken out here because they're like go for the shit. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're
They go for
wrong.
the
You've
shitty-
seen all those
Go
TikToks
for the
about
shitty
like
guys.
my friends and the ugly bastards that broke our hearts, and they're like
Yeah.
ugly as fuck.
Yeah. Look like little rats.
Because everybody settles, they go for the first thing that shows
Yeah.
what
They go
possess.
for it.
I think, like, I'm not saying anyone should settle. I'm saying, like, have realistic standards. A lot of these girls and guys standards
That's
are
the
so
problem with
fucking
girls.
unrealistic.
Mhm.
They want like model status dudes.
Yeah.
They make
No,
too
you
many
have-
Hallmark
this
movies.
is
Girls want
always-
model status dudes,
You
but
can just talk, Emma.
go.
Okay. Another thing is that like if a prettier girl gives like a dead ass ugly dude a chance, that dude's gonna treat her like shit. Like 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
the guy will treat her like shit because it's like I'm
Because his
uncomfortable.
confidence is up there now. and
That's
he's like,
happened to me 3 times, and that happened to my best friend a lot.
Mhm.
So like sometimes you find like a
Well-
genuinely good guy, but like
Shout out
Think
Grant.
of it like this. Think of it like this. It's like, has that guy ever been, like, in a real relationship before?
yes, the ones that I interacted with. Did.
Oh.
Interacted.
So, like,
I didn't like
whenever I see something like that happen, it's like the guy's never been like a real relationship. He's never really had
Like
real
guidance?
girlfriends. So he's like, oh shit, I got a 10.
Yeah.
shit, I could probably get an 11. Like, he's up there now. But like a guy that's probably like, you know, he's been with like a couple like good looking girls, but like not like, you know, crazy like everyone wants them type girls. It's, you know, they're not gonna treat the 10 that they get. They're gonna feel fucking blessed, you know. So I feel like it depends on the guy.
Yeah.
For sure. But then it also like, you know, experiences and stuff like that.
I think, I don't know. I personally, as a girl whoever I date first, that's my first relationship. So if I get kind of fucked over, but I like make sure it's in my, like the guy is in my standards or whatever, and I get fucked over, I know, knowing myself, my standards will probably drop. Because I'm like, oh, I wasn't good enough for him. Yeah. So maybe I'll be good enough for someone lower than
Do not think that.
No, I know, but I'm saying,
don't
like,
think that. Yeah, for sure. Don't
personally,
think that.
Kick
like-
him on the balls.
That's what I have you for. That's what I have my confrontational friends for. But no, I think, yes, standards are way too high. Yes, 100%.
But that's also because of everybody getting fucked over by ugly ass motherfuckers. And so they just, you know, they're like, I'm not going to settle for less. And props to them. Eventually,
You'll find them.
yeah, or you won't. You're going to find them or you won't. And whether you decide whether you're settled, you're always going to be searching for the next best guy, person, thing, girl, whatever. But, like, they can look hot, but do you like them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like when a girl goes for a guy, the first thing you're gonna look at is how they
Penis.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can't see the penis through the pants.
You can sometimes.
But yeah, it's always about the looks first.
Yeah.
but-
That's what gets you attracted to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
To
not,
them, so.
and it's not shallow. This is why
You have to be attracted
you have
to
to be
them.
attracted.
Yeah.
To, like, y'all could all find a motherfucker butt ugly, but if I'm attracted to him, I'm still gonna be like, you better take that name out. Take the name out.
Penelope.
All right, I got it. I'll take it out.
Yeah.
And Penelope? Who the fuck was Penelope?
No, it's same person, different name, but
She's a baby.
oh yeah.
What?
Don't
I'll
put
show
that.
you.
Don't
They
put
had a
that name
baby.
in there.
I'll cut it out. I'll just cut out all the names.
But yeah, no, it's like if you find them attractive, you find them attractive. But at the same point, if like what you're saying, if you find them attractive and you get to know them, whatever you're physically attracted to them, from there it's about personality.
Yeah.
If your personality, I don't want to sound rude. If
This
your
is
personality, if your
Oh, Penelope actually exists?
Yeah.
if your
Penelope.
personality matches your, she's lying. If your
No.
oh,
That's her name, Penelope.
if
Swear
your
to God.
So I
personality
can leave in
matches,
Penelope. All right, bet.
if your personality matches your looks for that person, I feel like go for it. But like,
Yeah.
if they have a shitty personality, but I'm physically attracted to them, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it because you know you're gonna get hurt in the end, so it's not worth it.
Somebody can be nice as fuck and you're not attracted to them, and that's a platonic friendship. You don't always have to like people when they're nice
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
And guys and girls can
Ema.
be friends. Let me expect this. This is girl talk.
Not
way.
like him, but like
because
friendship wise.
girls can have guy best friends, and this is a big debate. Girls can have guy best friends. Now I know from a guy's point,
Men have
apparently
penises,
like they
so
always
no.
think of fucking them before, but personally,
Not always.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bless you.
Girls and guys can be friends and have just be platonic. Period.
Yes,
From
girls can
my-
because we know.
Point of view, no, they cannot.
Girls?
Like in my experiences,
Oh.
From what?
they
Wait.
can't be
Elaborate.
like the guy. From my experiences, the guy will always end up catching feelings, and it
Yes.
just works that way.
I feel that.
Even if the girl doesn't, the guy will, and then it'll be fucked up.
Yeah, because I've had a friend since I was like 2 years old, since we like before we were born, best friends. But like I could never get a boyfriend because they're like, oh, you have a boy best friend, and I'm like, well, you have a girl best friend, and then they end up being
Yeah.
in love with them.
I actually cut off a girl best friend because she had gotten jealous. Well, can I put this up?
Girl
might-
best
she
friends
might
act
watch
like
this.
boy moms. Girl best friends act like boy moms.
Nah, yeah, she was like, oh, she was literally like my best friend. I told her everything. Like she knew everything about me, and she kind of, it seemed like a jealousy thing, and she was just like low key sabotaging my relationship. So I cut her off.
Yeah.
As you should.
My guy best friend is
Becky.
unconditional support. Like,
Yes.
we have known each other for like 7 years. He came to visit actually, but he met you and knows you.
Now, if
honestly,
you were to
but-
call your guy best friend right now and ask, like, you trying to fuck, what would you do?
Oh no, that's awkward. He has a
He would
girlfriend
cut
who
her
he
off.
loves very,
And
very,
okay,
very
he
much.
has a girlfriend. Okay, all right.
He has
all
a
right.
girlfriend he loves very much. She is a
Yeah.
model. Shout out to Grace. You are gorgeous. They are such a cute couple. Nothing but love to
Anybody
that
else
couple.
have a guy best friend that if you were to call him right now?
You know what? I had a guy best
No.
friend, right? But kind of ended up with him fucking my girl best friend in my house.
Oh shit.
So-
In your house? That's just kind of
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Unless you allowed it.
No, I
Oh,
told
okay.
them before not to have sex.
The fact that you had to
Damn.
tell
Yeah.
them.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
That's tough.
could, but it would be he's in a relationship, but that would be that's weird. He's had a crush on me before,
They have matching
but
Converse.
he's totally
Matching Converse.
he's in
Yo,
check.
that photo's tough.
Bro, they are literally, they have matching Converse. They say always, or they say always and always.
Aw.
Yeah, it's like the little thing. They are so cute.
Cute ass motherfucker.
But no, if I
I'm
called
gonna
him right
steal
now,
those photos.
if I called
I'ma
him right
mimic
now,
those
he'd probably
photos.
just be like,
Corey's gonna edit himself on clay, and it's gonna have a white arm and a black face. Back face.
yeah. No, but it's like completely platonic between me and him. It's genuinely brother sister. So like for me, guys and girls can be friends and it'd be fine.
Boys no.
Well, see, from his perspective, it's
Well, yeah. Okay. Certain.
certain circumstances.
I think it's fine
Yeah.
because it also really depends on how long that relationship has been established. Like if you've known them since like middle school, elementary school,
Yeah.
some shit like that, then it's like, oh yeah, most of y'all probably just fucking friends. Y'all grew up together damn
Yeah.
near.
Well,
But then it's
also-
like,
Oh, go ahead.
like let's say I got like a girl best friend now. It's like, you
don't know her.
Is she attracted to you? Like she attracted to me? Am I attracted to her? It's like, it's shaky because like I haven't known them for so long. So what establishes that best friend category? You know?
Well, and like most people, you hear the stories about best friends growing up and getting married because like they just find each other as like from that young age, and like you know your significant other, you want them to be like your twin flame, and that's what kind of happens if you have a like best friend for a long time that's of the opposite gender. Like you end up you have those feelings no matter what we say right now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
shit changes in a heartbeat.
True.
Like there's
I
always
could see that. I could
love,
see
though,
that.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, would you allow your significant other to have a best friend of the opposite sex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, but I would have to. Be
I would have to
them.
be there at all times.
Well, no, I wouldn't have to be there at all times. I would just, meet
I'd
them
have
once
to-
or
I would have
twice.
to-
No is the answer.
I would have to know
Wrong
their
answers.
friendship.
Wrong answer.
You would have
Absolutely
to
not.
know their friendship.
I wouldn't want them
no.
to be alone together.
Correct.
Never.
Well, that's when like the trust comes in.
Yeah.
That's where like literally a relationship. You got to be able to trust your partner, right?
For right now, to me, it's like
Boys
Eh.
are stupid. Do you not know that?
Boys are what?
If somebody came
girl
over,
talk.
Corey, it's girl talk, Corey.
if some girl
Alright,
came
alright.
over to you right now and you got a girlfriend and she's like, you're not gonna see that as
I'd
You're
be
not
like-
gonna know
I'd be
you're
like-
not
think,
flirty.
oh, this bitch bumped into my arm. No, she's trying to hold your fucking hand.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Corey goes, well, shit.
No, really though.
Boys are stupid and they don't have limits because you know boys are told don't hurt women, don't make them cry. Like guys are gonna feel like shit if they make a girl cry because they turn them down.
Make her cry.
Exactly. Story, not story. Some girl sent Kyler a
Can I
fucking
keep wait before you say that? Am I keeping this in?
yes.
Okay, all right, continue.
We don't know her. She's from Missouri. Her name is Emily.
Oh shit!
Shouts out Emily.
No, don't shout out Emily.
Fuck that, Emily.
Don't shout out.
But it's one of his friends' exes.
Make sure you're
and-
talking to Mike. I'm trying to get this.
Talk
Talking
in the
mic.
mic.
Talk in the mic.
Not like in the mic, but like make sure your mouth is like just looking at it.
You could just like move it for a sec.
Oh yeah, you can
But I
just
want
point it
Maddie
towards
to
you.
talk to.
At the same time, I'm not gonna like make out with it with you.
Okay. Well, they were talking about how she fucked up and the ex didn't want to talk to her anymore. So she like texted Kyler and asked what did she do wrong, and he like told her, and that was the end of the conversation on his point.
Mhm.
And then she started sending him TikToks, and he was like, not watching them. And then this last one that she sent, I'll just show you.
The tea.
Where is it at? It is a man putting on a skirt like that, and she tells him, "You should recreate this."
That's flirting.
That's full on, like. And he said, "What the fuck?" She said, "You should remake this." He said, "No." She says, "Why?"
I'm such a weirdo that I'd be like, yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know. He's had to put it on a fucking skirt. I thought it was kind of
that's what
funny.
we were saying. Guys don't catch on as easily that when girls are flirting. Girls are ruthless sometimes. Like they will flirt with you whether you have a girlfriend, whether you're in a,
Facts.
whether you're married.
Damn, I'm fucking
there's,
retarded.
like-
Oh my. Oh shit, I might have to cut that out. I'm so stupid.
Girls
Oh my
will
god.
flirt with you no matter what, and that's why it's like stuff like that. Like I'm sure Kyler was like didn't think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He did not think anything of it.
Yeah, but like you showed it to me. I'm assuming them probably, and we were all like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like
I told her,
instantly.
like, I would have jumped so quick.
We would have flew to Missouri actually.
Yeah. No, I would have ran. I run faster than a plane.
Okay. She's
Oh.
carrying all of us on her back.
On her back. What is
just-
the Louisa?
Oh, yes, that's me. Chunk of boulder, Emily. Fuck you, bitch.
Damn.
Yeah.
Girls
I'm
know
like
what we're-
realizing all the oblivious shit I have missed.
Girls know what they're doing,
notice.
whether you think
Yes,
they do or not.
They know if someone likes you. Like they.
So
know.
girls are evil.
Yes.
100%.
Kill all
Glad
women
you all agree.
2022.
I think that's the first thing you got 100% yes. Yes.
So talking to any girl, I
Stay
should
away from
just
them.
every guy. Hopefully, there's guys still watching this after like the first 5 minutes. Oh, there's only girls in it. What the fuck? Like after the first 5 minutes, hopefully every guy just understands all girls are evil. If you're in a relationship, assume the worst. If a girl talks to you,
Yes.
okay.
There are some exceptions that are like genuine girls,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna know.
Or if
Your
they
girlfriend's
don't
gonna know, but you're not
initially
gonna
You're
know.
in a relationship. That's also a different story. But then they find out and they're like, "I'm so sorry, my bad."
Yes.
But like,
Okay.
Like
oh,
Jamie.
my eyes twitching. Jamie.
But
Ah,
Jamie-
no, no.
No, like you're the exception. Like, you know, if you were to meet like your type of personality,
This
you're
part
just
has
like,
to be cut out.
why?
Does that have to be cut out?
Yes.
If you meet somebody like a guy, you're not gonna. You're like if you found out they had a girlfriend and you were, you know, flirting accidentally, you're gonna apologize to whomever you need to because you didn't mean to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to cut it out because I wasn't gonna
Does
bring
that
that
still
up.
have to be cut out?
No.
It's up to Jamie.
You can leave it. Cut
All right,
out the
bet.
part where I said cut it out so it doesn't sound sketchy.
No, I'm gonna leave it in.
But no, yeah, some girls are genuinely like, "Oh fuck, my bad." Like,
But if it was like, and she did that.
Yeah, cut that out.
yeah, cut that
It's just name drop.
If it was.
I was
Come in.
kidding.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
No, but
She'd be like, yeah,
she
what's
would,
up?
She wouldn't
Girls know what they're
apologize.
doing.
She would be like, she would be the one to think that.
It's their fault.
No, she's
Yeah.
the one that's
Oh,
like,
she'd be like, well, they
even if there's a
flirted with me.
goalie, doesn't mean I can't score.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. That is my fucking saying, bitch.
oh,
Okay,
That's
listen. No, just listen.
That was
listen.
heat.
Listen.
Julia, you have to leave.
No,
actually, Julia's not a part of girl talking.
Julie's actually not.
Hoseonly.com, go.
Julia actually has a penis, so she needs to.
7 inches.
I know it.
Can I have it?
Yeah, later.
Okay.
It just got awkward. Okay.
No, I've never actually like jumped on this, but I always thought it was so funny that that's like just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. You know, that was my high school quote.
You can say it, but you don't have to, you know,
But yeah.
act on it.
Yeah,
I've never
actions
acted
speak
on it.
so much louder than
but
words.
I love
Exactly.
that saying. Like I love it. Like if someone's like, "Oh, I can't get him," I'm like,
Nice.
"Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score, bitch."
Yeah, like I've said multiple times, at the end of the day, you're gonna have feelings for someone. Like you can't stop how your heart feels. It's the way you act about those feelings that she's about to name drop. It's the way you act about those feelings.
Like rubbing her nose.
Yeah, it's the way you act about those feelings that make you a good or a bad person. She named
Oh.
Damn.
I'll leave that in. No, I'm kidding.
No, but yeah, it's like I mean, you know, like you're
Yeah.
gonna feel whatever you feel for someone, but if you don't act on it,
You don't tell
Be
them you don't like
respectful.
the other person's boyfriend when they come on your birthday.
be respectful.
Damn.
Okay, you know what? I'll cut out the name. I'll leave that in.
Perfect.
Yes.
He needs to know. Disrespectful.
Yeah. What's next?
Corey? Tell us
Corey?
about your love life.
Corey, back to you.
Oh shit.
Me and my girl back home, she's great. I love her.
Is that baby
What?
cakes?
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Show us.
Pictures.
Y'all don't ever ask.
Pictures.
Well, you don't ever
She's gonna be
tell.
so
Yeah.
fucking mad. She's gonna be like, you don't show me around.
What's her name?
No.
I
Hannah.
saw her
Hannah?
on FaceTime.
Oh.
Hey, shout out to you,
FaceTime.
Hannah.
You're beautiful already. I
You're
haven't
beautiful
even
already.
seen
We
you.
haven't even seen you. Please come be our best friend.
Yeah, love your ass. It's fat.
Damn.
That
Hot
ass
as
is
fuck.
fat though. That ass is fat though.
Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Hannah, you are fucking gorgeous. We saw you now.
Yeah.
I tell her all the time. I'm like, you should come up here and visit, and then she's like,
I really
where
thought
am
she had
gonna
dark
be?
hair.
Bro,
She dyes her hair.
Hannah, you can stay with us.
Yep.
You can sleep in my bed
We
with
have
me.
extra bed.
You can sleep. We do have an extra bed.
We can push all of our beds together and take up the whole room.
Oh my god, we could. Oh my god, sleepover. Hannah, you can come be a part of our sleepovers. Is Hannah gonna watch this?
Probably.
Hopefully
Hannah.
she doesn't
She
hate
normally watches
females.
Hannah, oh yeah.
Shout out to Hannah.
If she doesn't like
We
this,
2
that's
seconds
okay.
ago we
Does
all
she
just
hate-
said all females are evil.
I know. She's just watching it. She's analyzing everything. She's just
You know,
like-
she's probably agreeing with us. She's probably.
She's probably like, yeah, she's fucking
She
right.
probably hates us because.
Or we've said something that like guys are oblivious. She's like, I fucking told him.
I told him.
This is her.
Yes, she
Aw.
definitely had dark
She's
hair.
so pretty.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, quick question.
Floss.
Okay. Cool. Do you? How do I phrase this?
She wants to ask if you go through phones.
You already
Yes.
have me bubbling. You
Yes.
already have. Yes. No. Yes. I have all
choose
his
one.
accounts.
Pick one.
I have all his accounts.
So you have
He
the
has all
option
mine.
to.
Yes.
If you need.
If
you
I
need
wanted to, I would.
So like,
Sometimes I just get bored.
See, okay, in my brain I'm thinking, if I don't know my boyfriend's password, why?
But I feel like it's a
Yeah.
privacy thing too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Instagram stuff.
But
I don't have any
It's-
Dylan stuff.
all of his friends are girls.
Oh.
That boy is
Okay,
not gonna cheat
it
on
depends
you.
on the girl
Yeah.
too, because I feel like some girls can get super jealous over absolutely everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
then they get
will
obsessive.
be obsessed over checking that phone, and like they'll be like, we like daily check, which is in some cases kind of ridiculous because if the guy's not doing anything and you're just like constantly checking his phone, and this is in
No.
my opinion. Y'all can disagree. I just think personally,
Disagree.
I would not check his phone unless I had a valid reason
Yeah.
to.
No,
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
feel
Yeah,
I
like,
think, like,
I
if you
got.
have a reason to,
hold
okay.
on. Say it.
But like not just
Sam's
every
about
day.
to
Like
go
on
in.
your phone.
Sam's about to
okay.
go in. She's been waiting for this. Jesus.
Look, I feel like yes, you should have that trust and stuff where you don't have to check that phone.
Yeah.
But from what you have been through, like your past experiences, some girls are like, I need to see this and I need to check this.
Yeah.
And y'all already know. I already told y'all the story. Corey, would you
I haven't
like
heard
to
this
know?
story. Can I know? This is good content.
Yes. I don't know if you can put this in there. If, I don't know.
I'll take it out.
I don't know if
Boys
you'll
are
watch it.
sneaky. You can have that trust, but sneaky.
Well, okay, so I got out of a really toxic relationship before Jesus, and I waited probably like a year or almost 2 to get back into a relationship, which was with Jesus. But within that time, obviously, I had like sneaky links. You know, I was a little player. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, but
I actually have something to say about that, but keep going.
but I got with Jesus because I fell in love with Jesus. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. We were so good, and I wanted to be, because my last relationship was so toxic. Like, he had me like, I want to check your phone every single minute. Like, he never gave me his phone. We were just toxic as fuck. And with Jesus, I wanted to have that trust, you know? So, like a dumbass, I gave him that trust. And so we were best friends before we started dating. Like I said,
Didn't
can't
he
be best
fucking
friends.
drive you to a sneaky link?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, he did.
That's a real man right
Yeah.
there.
But anyways, we were best friends, and he used to talk to his ex forever, like for the longest time. And when we started dating, I understood that relationship, that he was talking to his ex because they're like best friends, you know.
Yeah.
He was always there for her. She was always in some trouble, and she always kind of like fell back on him. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust you to talk to your ex. Like I wanted to give him that trust. And then
I got this gut feeling, and then I went through his phone. I never, ever checked his phone. I never had his accounts or anything because I wanted to give him that trust. Well, this gut feeling told me to go through his phone, so I did, and I find nudes of his ex, recent nudes from like probably somewhere like a week from after we had started dating, and somewhere like we were like almost gonna hit a month, and there were more, and they were like in his recently deleted, and I was like, fuck, like, and then that's where all my trust just went downhill. Now I have all his accounts. I will always check his posts, everything, like.
But he did delete them.
Yes, but they were from a week after we had started dating and a month after we had started dating. Like, we were dating, and he saved them to his phone when she sent them while we were dating, and then deleted them.
What was it?
Mm.
Did you not hear that?
I think it was the door.
Did he save them?
He saved
Isn't
them.
there like?
It was on Snapchat. And cause you know, girls have this fucking intuition, and it's so true. I had this feeling that he was on FaceTime with somebody else, and I asked him, like, I wanted to be straight up. I asked him, I was like, do you FaceTime anybody else? You know, like, you can tell me, like, do you FaceTime her? And he was like, no. And he showed me his FaceTime calls, and she wasn't on there. And I was like, okay. And when I was going through his phone that one time, I also found a screen recorded video. I don't even understand why he would have that screen recorded video, but like, they were FaceTiming on that screen record, and the date showed probably like, I forgot, but it was like around the day that I had asked him.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Dang.
This shit's crazy. But yeah, I feel like some girls are pushed to have that, like, I can't trust you. And it just happens.
I can contest to like being a fucking idiot guy, because I have been that way, and mine comes from more like being insecure, because I didn't start dating, not dating, but like I never started being like going for girls until like my senior year. Like I kind of just stayed away from. I was just having fun in high school, pretty much. And then like senior year came, and I was like, dang, I ain't got no bitches. And I was like, all right, let me go get some bitches. And when I finally got into that relationship, and I went away to school, it was like, why the fuck am I in this relationship? You know, I still have like so many years to like go be like a little fuckboy. You know what I mean? And you kind of just learn from just not doing that. Like being stupid, like being a guy, y'all even say it. We do stupid things, and we're very stupid, and we're very clueless.
All the time.
I won't say all the time.
100% of the time.
All the time.
I'll say 75%.
I say 100.
99.9.
I'll move it up to 8. Maybe 85. I'll give you 85. That's the most I'll give you. 85%. 85% of the time, we're being stupid and we're not thinking properly. But like
99%.
85.
How about a good
90.
solid 90?
90.
We'll
I'll give
agree
you
on
You
that.
get 85% that you're not being stupid, and then the other percent until 99, you're playing video games.
Yes.
Yeah.
90.
Don't
You're not
even.
getting more. You're not getting more out of me. You're getting 90.
Okay.
Some guys 95.
100.
But yeah, no, you just do stupid things, and then there's that maturity that comes after you do the stupid things. Like you do it, and then you're like, "Fuck, why'd I do that?" Like
Yeah.
we don't
You live and you learn.
think before we act. Pretty much, we act, and then we're like, we think.
Yeah.
And I used to do that
Y'all
so
think
much.
with your dicks.
We have two brains. We have two heads, so we have two brains.
You have two heads.
Actually.
But like, yeah, we do it, and then we're like, "Fuck, why'd I do that?" And it's just something we kind of
Everybody,
just
I
go
hate
through,
to
pretty
interrupt
much.
Corey. Emma finished her drawing.
Period.
Come, this one right here.
Shading.
Emma, are you gonna start
Shitting
talking more often now?
Yeah, take it away.
Yeah,
Or
we're
are you gonna,
closing.
are you gonna make a? Are you gonna do another one?
I might do another one.
No, you're not.
Okay, I have an example. So, like, obviously I trust Grant. You know, we've been dating for 2 years. She's my
Make sure you
bestie.
talk in the mic.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez. Okay, so obviously I trust Grant. We're besties. He's been my boyfriend for 2 years, but his ex-girlfriend is obsessed with him. And it's really funny to watch because she thinks
Presley.
yeah, she thinks she has a
Fuck
chance.
Presley.
And she'll like send him or me paragraphs about how much she loves him. And like always talks about him and stuff like that. And I trust him, but I don't trust her. but they're still friends because they like do cow stuff together, and like he helps her breed her cows
Yeah.
and things. And so like I understand that relationship, but
Essentially like business partners pretty
yeah,
much. Yeah.
but he doesn't understand like the underlying fact that she wants to get with him.
Yeah.
And like I know it's not like he's like not being stupid, he's just not realizing the full
He's
extent.
not realizing how much that could
Yeah.
affect, like what that could
Yeah.
really affect, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's
no,
not
I
him
totally
being like he's not trying to be rude to me or anything. It's just like
Yeah.
he doesn't get the level of girl that she is.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how a lot of guys are. Like they don't fully understand
Oh, 100%.
how girls, because
Yeah.
girls are
I know, it's
freaking
facts.
weird.
Girls,
For sure.
It's true.
no, 100%. I feel like most of the time guys don't realize that one girl, they're like, oh, she's just a friend. She doesn't think she's just a friend. She's trying to be more than just a friend, and the girlfriend sees that, but the guy doesn't, because he's like, oh, you have your guy friends. And I mean, guys have their girlfriends, girls have their guy friends, but there's always that one girlfriend that really wants to be the girlfriend and not
Yeah.
just the girlfriend. And it's
Yeah.
like,
People
I've
with
seen it
God
happen.
complexes, I think everybody loves them.
hate those people.
she's dropping names again.
Just personality traits.
That's all they had to say.
Do I have to cut that out?
No.
You can leave my Haitian story in too.
Nobody's just.
What's your next question, Corey?
Don't post it.
I'm gonna post this. This is good. I like this.
Heart attack. I'm gonna get
You guys
shot,
made
Corey.
you guys made me open up, man. Y'all, this is getting posted. I'm gonna cut all my parts out.
Yeah. This video is gonna be 5 minutes long because of all the.
The amount we have to cut out.
This space is gonna be. Boys are dumb.
This is mainly, I guess, y'all can't. Some of y'all can't answer this, but like,
Damn.
it's because y'all in relationships, and I don't want y'all to. I want y'all to answer it, and then just hear
We actually broke up because of Corey's podcast.
it. Are submissive men okay?
Yes.
Are, let me
Skylar?
let me reword that. Are vulnerable men, emotionally vulnerable men, okay?
It depends.
To an
Okay, because
extent.
I'm gonna say if this guy's sitting here like,
I'm sorry.
no, if this guy's I'm an emotional person. Like I'm very much like crying every day, but like, I like any movie would make me cry. But if a
He
guy's
can't
sitting
cry
here
with me.
like, oh, I'm just so sad, like. I don't know what to do. Please don't break up with me. Please, like I can't be myself. No.
I always want the girls I can't
No.
have.
Show my God, hate it. No, just like if a guy is like always emotional, like I'm
Yeah.
sorry, if I can be stronger than you on my period, then you can be in your personality. It's not gonna work. You have to have some sort. If a guy genuinely is like upset and he like guys are gonna cry. Okay, anybody who thinks a guy isn't allowed to cry is fucking stupid. Guys can cry, guys can show emotion, but when it gets to the point where it's like
It's a personality trait.
Yeah, no. If
Yeah,
your emotion
no.
is
Your
your
personality
if you
trait is
crying-
depression.
No, canceled. If you can't like be a balance, you're not ready for a relationship. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're not ready for grown-up life.
Literally,
honestly.
I would say, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm the most emotional person at the
But
table.
you don't cry like just
No.
out in public. You
And
that you
if
know
if
of.
I'm like feeling kind of
Julie's like,
well,
my
I
goodness.
feel like titty baby is what I'm saying. Like,
I don't do it in front of them.
yeah. You go to your room.
I don't do it in front of other people.
Yeah, you go to your room. Go to your room. Sit in your bed. Take a shower. Like, you don't.
So it's
But
okay for a guy to be emotional.
yeah,
Just don't make
Yeah.
it
don't make
to
it a
you.
personality
Don't make it
trait.
you, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Some people do it just for sympathy,
Like,
like
or,
like,
yeah,
attention,
need
like-
to cry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do it for attention.
Nah,
no.
Maddie got heated. Come on,
Just-
talk your shit.
No, okay, I'm not like emotional. I'm just not an emotional person. So like, if you're crying like all the time, like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. But
Maddie will
like,
pat your
like,
head
sh-
like
like
this.
you can show emotion and like, I can be sympathetic, but like not all the time.
That's how we do it, Jamie. Well, no,
So, like-
okay. Jamie is a crier.
I am a crier.
But, you know, me and Maddie, we're not very, we don't cry that much, so we're like, it's
Like-
okay.
Yeah.
Stop! You got it.
Yeah, it's I cry a lot, but it's just like I don't know.
Just crying right now.
No, I don't make it a personality trait. Like, if I'm really upset, I don't want to be around anybody. Like, it is me in my room. Like, half the time I'll tell Maddie, I've known her for my whole life, I'll tell her I'm fine. And she obviously knows I'm not. But, like, she'll leave me alone because she knows I need that space to, like, calm myself down and, like, cool off. But, like, normally, no. If a guy's an emotional person, that's different than being an emotional
In touch
wreck.
with your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, an emotional
Other way.
wreck. Say it how it is.
Yeah.
No, submissive.
No,
no.
I used to be like pretty like a dense, just monotone person. Mainly because my dad was like, you can't cry, you can't, you know, you can't show emotion. Like, don't be angry, even though he was a fucking angry ass nigga, man. Shout out to my dad. I love him though. But like, he's like, you can't cry, you can't be angry, hold it in, and you know, have your outburst alone. Like, don't show anybody.
Yeah.
School. By
And
Oh,
almost, no, I'm kidding. But like when I started,
I took that away.
when I
from
got
you.
my girl, she was like, she's super emotional, like super emotional, and sometimes she just gets sad over nothing. Literally gets sad over nothing. Damn. I'm gonna get a phone call, my nigga. All right, but like, no, she gets sad over fucking nothing, and I'm just like, why are you sad? And she's like, I don't know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
PMS.
stop crying.
Get her some chocolate.
I can't.
Tell her to stop crying.
If you tell
You're sad over nothing. What
if
is
you
there to
tell
cry
a girl
about?
to stop crying,
called
she will
depression.
continue crying.
No, but then like I started being more vulnerable. I started opening up more, and I'd get more emotional. And then sometimes I'm just like, shit, I'm sad. I don't know. Why am I crying? Like,
Yeah, it's I feel like you can be in a room of people, and as soon as that first person starts being like depresso, everyone else is gonna get. Well, no, I'm saying like everyone else. Yeah. Like if someone's killing the vibe,
sad.
everybody else is gonna
Oh,
feed
yeah,
off
for
of that
sure.
energy.
fucking
So,
leave.
Yeah.
You're killing my
like,
vibe. Leave.
Go to
Like that one
room,
time,
respectfully.
I won't say his name. Damn, I already said his. But like when bro was sitting over here and he came in, he was just being fucking a downer, and we were all vibing. We were high as shit, vibing and shit. It was just like, all right, we're gonna fucking tune his ass out.
No, yeah. It's okay for a guy to be in touch with his feelings, but like, don't
It
make
makes them feel relatable whenever they
Yeah.
aren't afraid to show feeling, like tell you how they feel, because then you're like, well, then I feel valid, you know. 'cause,
Yeah.
You know, we bleed every fucking month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna cry. It doesn't matter. Like, I got pissed because I put my socks on the wrong way this morning. And, you know, they're not labeled left and right. It's just how they felt on my feet. It didn't feel right. So I was like, what the fuck?
But I still struggle, like, actually, like, I guess, fucking really crying or, like, being actually sad in front of her. But it's like, I communicate.
Yeah.
I feel like shit right now. Like,
Yeah. Communication is key.
Yeah, that's what I really
Communication
learned.
is key.
Be able to say you're upset.
And
you know?
usually, I'm saying usually because I don't know, like I said, not a relationship, but like usually if a guy is more in touch with his emotions, he's easier to communicate with. Like if there's a guy that's like, my dad is very much like, love you, Dad. You're not gonna watch this, but
I know, right, man? You
Yeah.
gotta say,
No, yeah,
I love you, Dad.
I
I love you, Dad, but...
I love my dad, but he is not one who is in touch with his emotions. He will get angry if he starts crying. He will, like, I have only seen him cry twice in my life. Like, he is a very, like, angry rather than I'm upset kind of person.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to, like, get him to understand and, like, hear each other out in an argument because he's so headstrong that he's, like, he can't be emotional. So it's like, ooh,
Was your dad in the military?
no.
No?
No, my dad's just a very big guy who is very big emotions, but refuses to show.
That's
He
what
was
my
raised
dad
Southern.
was. My dad used to be very like
Yeah.
not sharing emotion. Like whenever he found out my mom was pregnant, like he kicked her out. Like didn't want to share his emotions.
Yeah.
Didn't want to tell her how he felt. But like, it changes you as a person to be able to get in your feelings, because now like he cried at my senior night. He cries whenever, like, if I tell him I got an A on my test, like, you know, when I told him I wanted to be a firefighter, like, he was proud. He was in touch with his feelings.
Yeah.
He was, you know, he was happy, so he cried, and I feel like it's changed him for the better. To
Hey,
be
Dan, you
able
about to get emotional?
relate? No.
Oh.
No.
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 No,
I drained my tear buckets.
my dad, my dad kind of was a guy who grew up to raise himself. Like, he grew up with his parents getting a divorce, and like he had to live with his aunt and like all this stuff. So like from a young age, he had to raise himself, and like him and his brothers kind of got split up with who they were living with. So like he was very much like at a young age was taught, I need to fend for myself.
Yeah.
So he let his emotions out the door and just was like, this is what I need to do to live. And then now,
I'm just watching you color.
Well,
yeah.
It's so satisfying.
what I learned is like,
My eyes are wide open.
I understand.
She's actually getting emotional.
Are you?
No.
No, I yawned.
Oh.
Play it back.
It's fine.
She's not crying, okay?
She's not crying.
She's not crying.
She's sweating through her eyes.
What I learned by watching my dad is like, he knows when to show it, because as like, you know, as my father, like as my like protector, you know, the man of the household, he can't show that he's too vulnerable, pretty much to his kids at least. To like, what he shows my mom, I don't fucking know. But to like us, we got to know that my dad's like gonna take care of us pretty much. So he doesn't show like him crying. Like he'll tell us like, oh yeah, I'm proud of you. Like this is a really big moment.
Yeah.
But he won't like, you know, tear up or anything, because he doesn't want to show weakness, because he has to be the strongest figure in my eyes pretty much.
Yeah, that's how my dad is.
Yeah.
He has to be the man of the house. But
My parents are the opposite, because my mom was the youngest of 12 kids, and like
Damn.
yeah.
12. Oh
yeah,
my god.
and like both of like her dad remarried twice and her mom remarried once, and so like she was always kind of being switched around, and so she had to raise herself. What?
Tell him the closet story.
Oh yeah, her oldest brother got very mad at her one time whenever she was like only like 4 or 5 years old, and he wrapped her up in a oh my god, what's it called? A sleeping in a sleeping bag. He wrapped her up in a actually like coiled her up in the sleeping bag and tied it closed and threw her in the closet for like 3 days, and they couldn't find her. And after the third after the third day, her mom was like, "Where's Christina? Why can't we find Christina?" And you just heard her like screaming from the closet.
Oh my god.
But
3 days.
Yeah, but so my
Can
mom,
I put that?
Yeah, it was in like the 60s. You're fine.
Oh, you're right. It was a
It
different
was
time back then.
Average. But so like my mom was raised like the hard ass, and like my dad's side of the family, like they weren't the type that was like very touchy, and they didn't say I love you and stuff, but he was raised to like be okay with his emotions. Like my dad, if I need like good advice, I go to my dad. Where if I need like a hard ass, it's gonna like make me do something, I go to my mom.
That's literally, I go to my mom when I'm like, I need some fucking tender love and care, and I go to my dad when I need him to be like, oh man, the fuck up, what are you doing?
Yeah.
My mom's she's very get yourself together.
That's both.
I go to
parents are
Hayden's
kinda like
mom when I
that.
need
They're like, get your shit
Yeah,
together.
she'll talk to everybody else, but when it comes to me, I don't know.
You need some advice? My dad's a youth pastor. He'll fucking talk to you for hours. He'll talk to me for 5 minutes because I don't know. I don't need the whole lecture, but he'll talk to you guys for hours. Let me see. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I'll beatbox while you're looking.
I literally have one more.
Julia, you have to get in.
Oh. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Okay.
We're going to end off with this one.
good one.
Oh, we're ending?
No.
Corey's done
This
with us
one.
already?
This last
I
one.
can't find my mic.
It's 11:18.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll just
this will
stand
be
up.
great. This is a great end off. Camera's on me? Alright, bet.
Look like you're crying.
Do you
Drum roll, please.
Don't let me get my ass beat for asking
No, really though.
Go ahead.
Nah, but like, alright, have you guys ever dated someone based on potential, aka like, you know, they have good character, they're just not in the right place in the right time at the moment.
Tyler.
So it's like,
There are projects. There are a little bit.
yeah,
Okay,
like,
Emma and I have talked about this. So, her and I, our dating history has always been like, we take someone in and like fix them, and then send them off.
and then someone else
What?
can use them.
Yeah.
what?
No, I'm dead
I
ass.
think it's just like helping them become a better person.
Yeah, and then when we have done our job, we're like, okay, we don't want you anymore.
What the fuck?
I got dropped. They didn't drop me.
If someone has potential and you see that, it's like almost, I don't know, I don't want to say comforting, but like it's kind of like,
You know it can only get better.
yeah,
from there.
you're like, you know what, this person's a good-hearted person, but they're just doing stupid things.
Yeah.
So I want to fix the stupid things so that everyone else can see how they're a good person.
See, at that time though, I always like Dylan and I, we've always been on and off for like 5 years, right? And it's
long
always this one's different. No, but it's always been right person, wrong time. So we've always stopped, grown our separate ways, come back together, and see what else we need to work on. You know, because it's like
I'm
like
so
feel-
confused about the sending them away. Why don't you keep them? You made them good. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's because then they become like, I don't know.
Sometimes
I guess I
they'll
just
think
like
they're
lose.
too good.
Yeah, it's like I kind of just like lose like feelings for them because
Of how much work you had to put in.
It,
Yeah.
yeah,
in there.
you
Yeah.
left all your energy with them,
Yeah.
and you're like, I don't have anything.
And they don't
left
give
for
anything
them.
back.
And then you
Oh,
teach
you
them
don't
to
have.
be better.
Oh,
but
okay.
You teach them be better, but they're still, maybe as a person they're better, but maybe not as a personality yet.
Yeah.
That goes with friendships too. I know
Yeah.
y'all are talking about
Facts.
relationships, but friendships, that shit.
That's
That
Facts.
definitely.
I have lost. You can leave this part in for the gods. I have lost so many friends
Yep.
because I'm bad at dropping people too. Like I'll stay friends with you no matter what. But I've lost so many friends because it got to the point where I was putting in all the effort I could, and it was just nothing in return. And it genuinely just sucks you so dry that like you have nothing. Like even for my good friends,
Yeah.
they started to notice like what is wrong with you. Like why my parents like it was really bad. Fuck you, not you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Can I leave that
Sincerely.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yes.
I said not
Rude.
you were coloring when I turned and said not you. Roll it back.
back.
No, but they
She's name dropping.
deserve
Hey, we
it.
leaving it in.
Yeah, they're not gonna watch it. But
You think?
if they do, they know I already told them.
Watch
But-
them be like their favorite part.
I'm gonna steal this real quick. They were two girls that I've known since I was
I'm leaving this in.
yeah.
Bet.
Two girls I've known since I was 6. Me and Maddie were both friends with them. We had another friend in the group too, so it was a group of 5 girls. It was great at first, like we were besties through life. Towards our sophomore year, it got more about boys than about friends, and there was a couple of fights, whatever. But I always, for the most part, I feel. Correct me if I am incorrect.
Tell your own story.
Okay. But
She munching on
I-
right now.
I felt I was very much I was the one mending all of the fights we had, and I was trying to get everyone to be happy-go-lucky friends again and trying to fix everything.
You were,
and
you
I
were the
spent,
glue to like the friendship.
Yeah,
pretty
I
much.
don't
You
want
were
to say
trying
the
keep-
glue because there was other good people in the friendship,
Yeah.
but it was
You
so
were putting
difficult.
in way more work.
Yeah, it was so difficult to get everybody just on the same page when they didn't want to be, and it worked like 2-3 times, and then at the end of it, basically, it ended up biting me in the ass, and the ones I spent so hard like trying to fix fucked me over completely, and the ones I didn't need to fix at all and the good ones in the friendship I'm still friends with. But I spent so much time trying to fix people that it was wrecking myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the only way to get through that is, as Julia said, sending them away and like
Hell
letting
yeah.
them go live their own lives after you tried to fix someone. Because you can try to fix someone all you want, but a majority of the time they're still going to do what they want and they're not going to be fixed.
Yeah.
But you can only spend so much time. I've learned you can only spend so much time on someone, and you can only put so much energy into people, if that makes sense.
Same shit happened. I was friends with a girl for years. We were like, we played softball together because I played select softball since I was like 5 years old. So, you know, we've known each other. We've been around each other a long time. And I moved schools my freshman year, and I went to Whitewright, where I graduated from. And we were friends almost, you know, all 4 years. And then she had a different group of friends because, you know, I got there late. She grew up there. And so I was in the friend group, but they had, like, you know, their own little name, their own little group. and they liked me. It's just, you know, you have your friends that you like and the ones that you're closer with.
Yeah.
And that's how it was. And she would act different around them than she would me. And softball played a really big part. She was really competitive. I'm really competitive, and like I'm trying to be humble. I was good. I was really good. She was really good.
No, talk your
Hayden
shit.
is a badass
Nah,
softball
talk your
player, and
shit.
she was 10 times better than half the people on that team. Probably more than half the
Talk your
people on
shit.
the team.
No. keep
But
going.
we were both good, but I got burnt out. And so I didn't want to go play anymore because being a student athlete in college is ass. If you've ever had to hear
Cap.
what people go through
I had a great experience.
being a college athlete,
Mhm.
what'd you do?
A&M Commerce. I did hurdles. I ran track.
Hurdles? Okay,
Yeah.
track is different because I was going to go to West Texas A&M to throw. I wanted to do that, but
Oh, you should have. They got a good program.
yeah, I know. Zeta Swoops, you know
Yeah.
who that is?
Who?
Zeta Swoops?
Zeta Swoops.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an Instagram or something?
No, it's her name. You know Tyrone
That's-
Swoops? He's in the NFL. Her brother's in the NFL. She holds a record for D2 in shot put.
That's
And
badass.
yeah. But besides that, Kylie still wanted to go play, but she had no offers. I had offers, but I didn't want to go, so I didn't go.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you quit putting in that extra work whenever you get done. And then high school softball comes around, and, you know, you're always going to have your skill. It wasn't like I gave it up for ever. I mean, I still practiced. Just spit everywhere. But whenever, you know, I was a catcher and a pitcher, so I did that, and I was always 4 or 5 hole wherever he put me. And so I was a pretty good hitter, and so whenever I was doing good, she would be pissed because she wasn't doing as good as I was, and she was still playing select ball. So she got pissed. She was like, I don't know how you're doing better than me when you don't even play anymore. And I was like, I'm still playing, just not every weekend.
Not at the same intensity as they
Right.
used to. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still have my skill and not play as much. And so she got mad, and she would go talk shit behind my back. And we had, you know, you have freshmen. Normally at bigger schools, they don't like let freshmen play, but we had a couple. And freshmen always come with drama, especially when, you know, one of their moms works at the school. It's a small town, so everybody, he say, she say, everything. Everybody and their mama gets into the drama. And so she would throw me under the bus to the freshmen, and she would be rude, and I would, like, try and put her in check, and, you know, she didn't like that because, you know, same age, both seniors, she'd get pissed. And so people started to like me more than her because she would be a bitch, and I would, like, try and give constructive criticism because they're little. We don't have a lot of players, so you got to teach them. But she just started, like, she would want to talk shit on everybody to me, like the people that I tried to help. And, you know, it's like the projects, you're gonna catch feelings for them, like, totally platonic. But when you get to, like, be that coaching thing.
Yeah.
And
No, I love coaching.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I love coaching.
Especially with the girls that, like, have the heart to play. Like, they've never
for
played
sure.
before. It was so fun to, like, help them and then watch them and get better. So, like, that's what I enjoyed. But she, like, always wanted to talk shit and, like, they're never going to go anywhere. And I'm like, they're only playing to play. That's the only reason. Like, she always thought of everything as, like, she was always looking forward, but she was always looking too far forward. And her and her mom, they always wanted to talk shit about people, and they always wanted me to have an opinion, like their same opinion. If you didn't have their opinion, then get the fuck out of my house. That was the deal. And she got fake very, very quickly whenever it came to, like, I don't know, people liking me more or me doing better than her. Like, she could not stand it. And then I told her I didn't want to be friends anymore, and so now that's where we're at. She is playing at a JUCO. She's playing at TJC.
Hey,
but
JUCO's a badass.
but she's not playing.
Oh.
She's there. She's not playing,
I would
but
like to retract my fuck you. because I still do care about them. Because once you,
God.
okay, because I was a little harsh at the beginning. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I still care.
Once
If they
you,
ever find this, they're gonna cut that out. And
Oh,
they're just gonna take the
100%.
first part.
but I mean, I've fully opened up to both of them and told them how I felt, and like they know that we're not cool anymore. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like it's not like I just stopped talking to them. It's
No,
like
I
talked to
had
both of them.
She was close. I had to tell her.
But yeah, I still have a love for them because like you open your heart. Like I've known them my whole life. You're gonna love them. Like you can't just let that go because beef. But like I still care about both of them. If something happens to either of them, I would still text them, check up, like make sure they're fine. Like I still have them on Instagram. I haven't blocked them on anything. Like they can still reach out to me, stuff like that. So I retract my fuck you because it was not meant that harshly.
What was their names?
But I retract my harshness.
She takes away the
because
fuck you. She still cares.
They probably won't
Yeah.
watch till this part if they do, but I do retract. I do
She
retract.
said fuck you. Click.
I do retract the fuck you purely because I do still care about them as people, just not. I don't care for them as friends.
I hope one day, not like just because I want to be friends with her again, but like we were close. It's hard to you
Yeah.
know.
It's hard to lose people you're close to.
She
Yeah.
was my best friend. Like, you know, whenever you move, I moved because I got bullied, and then you go, and then you have this friend, and then you lose them. Like, the summer before we moved here, like, I had nobody.
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't mind it. I didn't, like, just want to be friends with her again because I didn't have anybody. It was just, you know, you don't have that person to talk to all the time. Like,
It
you have your
hurts.
friends. It does
No,
hurt,
it
and it
gets
hurt
lonely.
me that
It is real lonely.
she did that shit to me, knowing how close we were. Because you
Yeah.
know, you talk about, oh, we should live next to each other, like live in a house together, like you do all that
Yeah.
corny friendship bullshit, and then somebody fucks you over like that so easily to a freshman that she doesn't even talk to anymore. She's still in high school. She moved schools, like, and that's what ended our friendship, was her being fake. And you know, I probably could have stayed friends with her and we'd still be friends now, but like, I'm not gonna, you know, save my words to, you know, let her think she's getting away with it.
Yeah.
Like, even, I mean, I'd do the same to anybody. But, you know, yeah, I always will wish the best sometimes to her. I think it's funny that she's not playing. She's played one game. Season's is getting just about to the middle. But
Not talking shit. It's okay.
Yeah, I would say
eventually,
cut out my
I
fuck you and name drops. And
if we're
then
not friends again
edit the
in the
part.
future, I would at least want to, you know, be on good terms. I've thought about, you know, texting, not to apologize for anything because I didn't do anything wrong, but just to, like, you know, person to person. Drama in high school is, you know, so much different. I mean, everything
grow.
You do, and that's why I don't know. I don't feel like, because I've talked to her since then, but I don't feel like she is to the point where I can talk to her and her understand what I'm coming from, and not just like coming back, oh, she misses me. That's
that's
not
where
what
I'm
it
at.
is. It's just, you know, ending stuff on a, not ending stuff, but, you know, if I needed to, you know, reminisce on some memories, I can be like, oh, do you remember this? Like, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Because that's, besides Maddie, that's the only one I know.
I can't see myself being friends with them again, just after all the shit like I went through with them. And it was like a year, 2, 3 of like shit that I put up with until the very like wit's end.
Yeah.
So it's like it's tough because like that was my whole life of friendships. Like I didn't really make any more friends outside of my little elementary school group, and we went to a big school, so like you'd think I made more friends, but like group wise it was always you.
It was-
like
that was-
it was your comfort group. Like
Yeah.
you could always go back to them and be like, guys, this and this happened, da 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 da, and you could trust that it would stay there. But you know, you live and you learn, and you make friends and you lose friends, and I'm very bad at accepting that fact, but
I just don't want to do it because I feel like, you know, even if we all don't stay friends, this group right here, I feel like I would still be able to text any of y'all, even though, you know, we may fight in the future over some dumb shit, but I
Yeah.
don't think that, like, I don't know.
I will say Maddie and I fight over dumb shit all the like a
Well, you know
lot.
what I mean? Like, you're not gonna,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're practically siblings. so,
y'all
like,
aren't gonna go snitch to
if we get mad
so-and-so
at
about.
if we get mad at each other once, it'll be fixed the next morning. Like it's just like little bickerments. But like if we,
Is bickerment a word?
I think so. Bicker.
Hey Siri.
Bickerment?
You know what?
Hey Siri.
Bicker.
No, but you always have those friends that like you always known, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just drift apart.
Mm.
I have a lot of friends like that from like high school and stuff. I used to have like my little group of like my dudes right there, and like we would do goofy shit all the time. We'd get in trouble together, and I've known them since like 5th grade, and we just drifted apart. I became a fucking drug dealer. I'm gonna cut that out. And my other friend, he was just really churchy, and I used to go to church. Like I grew up in church, but church isn't me, you know. And he just started hanging out with church friends, and I was like, yeah, I respect that. No, I respect that. You know, hang out with
No,
people
that's
you're
not why I
more
was
comfortable
laughing.
with.
I have a story. Short story.
You got a story? Go ahead.
One of my friends, she's Mormon. Family's from Utah. She had
Really?
a boyfriend, but he was black, so her parents, or dad's dead. Mom didn't like that, made her go on a date with a boy from church while she had a
Gross.
boyfriend because she told her that she cannot seclude herself to one man. I
Those
think they're into
Mormons, man.
polygamy.
Those Mormons, they live life differently.
Now they do live in Utah, and she goes to Arizona. She is not Mormon.
She is no longer Mormon, actually. Julia, do you have anything to add to potential people? Or just, people, I guess, relationship-wise or friendship-wise?
I feel like Emma could say some stuff about Lily.
I mean, you hang around shit gets on you. So.
Exactly. Emma knows she got
You
cows.
are who you associate yourself
Yes.
with.
I've been told that my whole life.
Mm-hmm. You're a product
So-
of your environment, whether it's your family or your friends.
Emma? You look quiet over there.
Yeah. Let's talk about your rooming situation next year.
Well, it's like you believed in her to be a friend, and then she turns on you, but like she uses you.
Takes advantage of it.
Okay, I understand that's not right, but my thing is that I'm very used to that because hey
You
guys,
shouldn't suck it up, you know? You can...
well, I don't really care. That's
Her
the
backbone
problem.
is rubber bands. I'm joking. Emma, I
But
love
so,
you.
fun fact, I have diabetes, right? And in elementary,
tough.
I-
My grandma, too.
Whenever I was in elementary school, all of like the adults would like single me out, and so all the kids hated me because they had like 2 whole days of the school year that they would stop school and we just do like a little like a walk to raise money for diabetes. And so all the kids hated me because they were like, oh, she's a diabetes girl, like she has like her own day, like oh my god.
Oh, she's getting all the money.
Yeah.
Was this like elementary school? That sounds like some elementary school shit.
Yes, and I wasn't even getting the money. It was going to an organization, but it was just like because it was associated with me, I didn't have any friends, and so like I ended up like having to do stuff or like egg people on to be like get them to be friends with
Yeah.
me. And like my only friend was like the friends that I've known since I was little. Like my best friend, our siblings grew up together, so then whenever we were born, we were like immediately like that. So we've been best friends since birth, and so like with her, it was never anything weird, but like meeting new people, I had to like convince them that I was actually genuinely good and not just like trying
Not-
to egg
not a
you.
diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
I had 2 days.
Yeah,
for
I'm not
me.
just disease, okay? And so like I've been used to being used, and I don't really care anymore because like I'm like people think that I can't see it. I can see it. I just don't. Like, I don't feel the need to, like, act on it unless something actually bad happens.
Yeah.
Like breaking your wallet.
Or
Breaking-
using
oh.
$600 to buy her food.
Damn.
More.
More than that,
Okay.
that's just receipts saved.
Fun fact,
Corey.
it's been worse.
Damn.
It has been worse. I've
Yeah,
had
well, it
worse
shouldn't
times.
have to be. It should not have
Wait,
to
you
be.
had worse than that?
Oh yeah.
$600, my nigga. What?
I had a girl.
That's-
I had a girl.
Speak in the mic. Amateurs.
I had a girl literally have her sister pretend to be me over text message and
What the fuck?
tried to pretty much cancel me in my school in high school because we showed cows together. And she tried to pretty much like convince people that I was like this racist, homophobic person.
You're living in a Lifetime movie.
I know. I know. And like she's doing all and trying to get me like kicked off the team I was showing on, and like even my mom was like questioning.
How are you
like,
not a
"Are
serial
okay?"
killer?
I don't get mad easily. It takes a lot.
Oh my god.
I was-
I need your patience. I need
I
to live to be
literally,
like you.
I
Oh my
walked up
God.
to her at the barn and I was like, "What? Why? For what? What do you do?" And she was like, "You piss me off." And I was like, "You piss me off all the damn time. I don't do shit to you. So stop being a little bitch." And then we moved on.
Say that here. Here, when we go back up, I have someone I want you to meet.
2 people, actually.
2 people. Yeah, 2.
Hey, they could be in the same room.
One of them you can kick in the crotch and you're fine.
A few times, actually.
Yeah, 2, 3,
Twice.
3, 4,
Twice, 3.
5. I hear 5, 6, 6.
Going once.
Six.
Going
Souls.
twice.
Sam? You have anything to add? Potential people?
Huh. I have never been big on friend groups. Like this girl group
Same.
is the
Same.
biggest girl group I've ever been a part
Me
of.
too.
Same, honestly.
I hate girls.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I hate
That's
women.
honestly, like,
I'm a
I've always been
degenerate. I
friends with
freaking hate women. Bro, take away their rights? What?
You want waffles? Okay, baby, I got you some waffles. Put chocolate chips in it? Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, elementary school, there's this one girl, like I loved her to death. And then like I moved around a lot, like I bounced around a lot. I can't even count how many schools. I can't even count how many schools I've been to. But like after I lost her, I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then and then like I would just have like potential friendships, and I could never get along with girls. Like they were always bitches, and I found this out at like a young age, and I was like, fuck them. So I just avoided them completely. Like I would literally only talk to guys and have guy friends, and girls hated me for that because
They think
she's
you're a
a
hoe.
hoe. Yeah. I was like, no, I just don't like y'all bitches. But I mean, up until like high school, freshman year of high school, I came into like a completely different place for high school because I grew up in Fort Worth, always went to school in Fort Worth.
Woo!
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, DF Dub.
And then I came into Lake Worth, and I was like, what the fuck is a Lake Worth? And I was new, and
Wait,
everybody.
what high school did you go to?
Lake Worth High School.
I'm retarded. I mean, stupid. Bro, I lived like 30 minutes away from you then.
Well, I stay in Fort Worth.
I went to a private school, so it
Gross.
Taga.
Private school.
Rich
And
people.
what Taga? I'm stupid. It was called Harvest.
Harvest?
What's
probably
Watauga?
know her. Do you know
Her town.
Rebecca
Oh.
Kennedy or Rachel Kennedy?
What grade are they in?
One of them, she's our age. She would have graduated, and then the other one, she would have been older. I'll show you whenever we get there. But go ahead.
Yeah, when I got to high school, I was like brand new, and it was a small town, and everybody knew each other. Everybody knew each other for years, and I was just there. But I went in with that mindset, like, what?
I sniffed.
She went to Ursuline. One of them went to Ursuline. You know them?
No. Anyways, yeah, I went in with that mindset, like, I did not want to make friends. Personally, I did not want to make friends. But I am so friendly, like, I'm so easy to get along with. Like, I will walk, like, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. But as soon as a person talks to me, I'm not going to be mean. I'm going to be like, oh, hey, I will sit there and I will listen to you. Because that's mean if you don't, I don't like to be mean, but I will be mean if I need to. But yeah, I went in and I was like, no friends. So I sat alone a lot of the time. I was just chilling like I did here, coming here. But then this girl started talking to me. I did not like her. I wanted to fight her at first. Cause she always gave me dirty looks. I felt like she gave me dirty looks. But we stayed in the same apartments. So we rode the same bus, and we like one day just started talking over food, and we became like best friends. And she was really, really cool. We hung out like a lot, and then she had 2 other girls that she was friends with. And so she introduced me to that group, and it was a good group, but it was a good group, but it was toxic. Of course, they're girls. So by sophomore year, we ended up splitting up, and me and the girl that I had became best friends with, and then the other 2 were like best friends, inseparable from like kids. And then we like switched. I became best friends with one of the other girls, and then the other 2 girls became best friends, and then we just like drifted apart. I still talk to one of the girls to this day, but yeah, I mean, I just don't like being in friendships. To be honest,
Girl groups get.
I
they're
think y'all
always
are, I
very
think
bad.
y'all are really like downplaying guys in their friendships because guys are toxic as shit too.
Guys will beat
They are.
the
But,
fuck
like,
out of each other
we-
and be fine.
we-
Girls won't.
But like they'll get over it, and then like girls, they'll hold on to that
Yeah,
like
like,
forever.
True.
Like you can say something,
But-
and they'll hold that grudge.
But that's when
for-
you finally are in that friendship. But guys do make friends easily. Like we can like literally just click like that. Like we can sit down, talk about like fucking whatever, and then be like I guess kind of friends. But let's say I don't want to name drop. Let's say guy A and me are having a conversation, and then out of nowhere he like says something disrespectful, and I'm like, "Yo, don't say that." Pretty much. And if he's like, "Oh, why are you being like why are you being like a little bitch or something like that?" We're no longer friends. We're acquaintances. We're still gonna be cool, but we're acquaintances. Like that's
See,
not my guy.
Girls don't
anymore.
have I feel like girls don't really do the acquaintance thing. Like they're just like,
They're
oh,
very
fuck that
petty.
bitch, I hate her. We're enemies.
Yeah.
Because no girl will like. Confrontation is a hard thing for girls to do, I guess, because you have a group. Like girls make groups, they stick together, and then if something doesn't fit perfectly into that group, then someone's always gonna have something to say. Like everybody's gonna have different opinions on everybody, so then nobody's gonna say anything. Nobody's gonna confront them because everybody has different opinions.
It's Emma.
Emma, you don't have
She
to raise
raised
your
her
hand.
hand.
You don't have to raise your hand.
I was just gonna say that since like I never had like a girl group growing up, I just had my best girlfriend. But because
Yeah.
I grew up with my brother and she grew up with my brother, we had like more of like the guy type relationship when it came to friendship. Like if we ever got in like an argument, like she thinks my driving sucks. She's totally not wrong. But like one time she started screaming at me in the car and I was like, "Girl, you can't start screaming at me. I'm trying to drive in traffic." And she was like, "Well, you're being stupid." And I was like, "Well, if you're gonna scream at me, get out of my car." And then she was like,
She got
"Okay,
your
I
car?
will." Yeah, no, she literally jumped, tucked, and rolled out
That's
of my
a
car.
badass.
And then I left
need to
her.
meet her.
No, and then I left her there and drove like 5 miles down the road. And then I called her and I was like, "You over your shit?" And she was like, "Yeah, come get me." And I was like, "Okay, we're good." Like,
That's a badass.
Like, that's just-
I don't know any other girl that'd probably do that.
no, and like,
Except maybe Katie.
and like before, like me and her have like literally had to just like punch each other like once just to get it out, and then we're good.
I wish.
But like that's how our
Honestly,
friendship
everything
is.
was
But
like
I feel
that.
like it's
Yeah,
hard
I'd
for
rather
girls
just-
to get close like that because
Good.
girls have different kind of trust problems.
Yeah.
Like I trust her like that because I grew up with her and I know her like the back of my hand. But like I just met y'all this year and like I trust y'all, but it's a whole different level
Yeah,
of
yeah,
trust.
yeah.
Like if we
Like-
got into an argument, we would probably, we hang out outside of our rooms. We don't, we don't go to each other's rooms. We
Yeah.
hang out in a common area. So I feel like if we got into an argument, we would stop talking. Sometimes
Yeah.
we'll single each other out, like to talk to like a specific question, just because like we're friendly. But like if we got into a fight, we probably wouldn't talk as much. Like Sam,
Yeah.
I would have to talk to her because she's my roommate. No, and Jamie, same thing. Maddie, same thing, because y'all are gonna be
Yeah.
friends no matter what. But like you can't always. Girls don't confrontation.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Just-
okay, oh, I'm sorry, Maddie.
I was just agreeing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I would say one thing with girls.
Hey.
I know. I feel like I talk loud enough, so whenever I'm in the mic,
Amateur.
it just
You don't.
So no, I'm kidding. So I feel like I'm gonna say it with at least the 6 of us. The reason we were able to gain that, Maddie and I say it all the time. The reason we were able to gain this group and kind of like initial like, oh, you're cool as fuck, trust. We all prefer to hang out with guys. So like we all hate girls.
So you guys are all bros.
Yeah,
Kinda.
we're- like
You're
I don't
all
want to
bros.
say, I don't want to say, yeah, I don't want to say we're like the boys because a lot of girls are like, oh my god, I'm the boys, like I'm such the boy. Like no, I genuinely prefer like all through high school. Yeah, I had girlfriends, but like I would prefer to hang out with the group of guys because it was so much more chill. Like you could say
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want, they wouldn't get offended as easily. Like you can make jokes and like they would take it as a joke.
They
Like
would tell you
girls,
when you're not funny. Like
Yeah.
if everybody
Yeah.
said what they thought when they thought it instead of holding it in and talking
Yeah.
to somebody
Oh,
else
yeah, that's
behind
me
your
for
back.
sure.
It would be so much easier.
And not in like a confrontational, like we're about to fist fight type of way. Just like a, hey, this is how I feel about you.
Yeah, let's
how do you
sit
feel
down.
about me? Like, can we sit down and talk about it? Not like I'm gonna fight you right now because you said this about me. More like, obviously there's beef. Let's air it out as adults. Because little or not, whatever. We're adults now. Like, I know our parents probably, most of our parents don't see us like that. Mine definitely don't. Love you, mom and dad. But we're adults. You got to talk like adults. You can't just come in swinging. Like, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, I got my confrontational friends. And then I got Emma. So like,
Emma's just her own category.
me and Emma laugh all the time because we're both very much like, no, like someone could literally say the most shit to us and we'd be like, okay. But then the second they say it to our friends, we're both like, oh, what'd you say? Because that's not correct. But like,
That's not correct.
that's not correct. No, I feel like we all kind of vibed really well because we all would prefer to be with a group of guys. And you look upstairs, I mean, you've got the eye on us. Before you knew us, you could see that there was 10 times more guys we hung out with than girls. There still is. And yes, some of the guys have been acting like drama girls recently, but it was still more of like
I just thought about something, but continue.
It was still more of a guy-based group, and it's a lot easier to it's a lot easier to say how you feel and like air it out in 2 seconds when it's with guys. Like if I had a problem with like Emma, I'd sit there and be like, well, I can't say that now because she's friends with her and she's friends with her and she's gonna come back to me and yeah. And it's like I feel like with guys you just be like, yeah, I got shit with you and your homie not gonna do anything about it because my shit's with you. Like,
I feel like we now, like, we all, you know, this is how we want to solve our problems. We could do that with each other. I feel like if I had a problem, you know, with Julia, like, hey, you're being a real bitch right now, like,
Yeah, Julia.
and there's
Yeah,
just
Julia.
times
like
we
you would
do.
get pissed off,
Yeah,
but
like,
like we would get over it pretty quick.
It's
Yeah.
easier to get over that than like shit talking.
Exactly.
Right,
Like when someone's sitting there talking behind your back for weeks and weeks and weeks, you're just like over it.
And acting like nothing happened.
And and when if I had a problem with Sam, I could just be like, listen, Sam, like recently. Sam's like,
What'd you
say? Well, like, you know, I feel like it's very easy for us to be like, you're acting like a
Weta.
bitch. And then we'll be like, yeah, I know. Because we all, I don't want to say we act like guys, but we act like guys. Like, we don't like the petty drama and talk behind people's backs. Like, if I have a problem with someone.
Sometimes it's nice.
If I have a problem
about other people.
Yeah. And if I have a problem with someone, if it's a issue, like I'll usually like, hey, like they'll know
Wait.
I have a problem with them.
So pretty much what I'm picking up is like when you guys like act with your closer friend group, y'all prefer to act like guys.
Like handle our beef like guys.
Yeah, handle
guys,
Not like, but like.
Handle our situations
Yes.
like guys.
more yeah, pretty much like that.
Yeah, we don't like
We're
to
still
gossip.
girls.
Yeah, like
Yeah, no,
I'd
of
rather
course, you're
like
still- yeah,
fight
no,
and
you're
get
still
over it than
girls.
like
We
hold
got
on.
big dicks
Yeah,
though.
I'd rather air it out then and there than like hold on to it for months. It's like there's times where I won't say something, and like if I'm pissed off at Maddie for some reason, she knows when I'm pissed off, so she can read all my signs, and she'll sit down in my room and be like, "Bro, I'm so pissed at you," and she'll be like, "I know, I've known for like 2 days," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's because of this," and she goes, "Yeah, I figured," and we're like, "Okay, cool, fist bump, good night." Like it's just so much easier to do that than be like go to fucking Emma and be like, "Bro, Maddie's been acting like such a bitch recently, like she's so fucking stupid, like da da da." Like what's the point? Because then Emma's going to tell Julia,
But
and
there
Julia's
is
going to tell
times
Hayden,
that you
and Maddie's
can do
going to
that
know.
if you're close in like a friendship. Not to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
shit, but you're like,
You
like,
need to rant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
gonna out
understandable.
you, but like you were mad at Maddie and you came and you're like, am I wrong? Like
I
should
did.
be
I asked
mad?
Hayden for advice, but Maddie walked in
But
5 seconds later.
I remember that.
I was
like,
crying.
Maddie, she's mad at you.
Yeah. But Maddie fully knew prior to the conversation with Hayden that I was mad at her. So Maddie walked in expecting me to be
It's
mad at
not
her.
just like one person. You have to
Yeah.
have a group that flows and like
Yeah.
not be afraid. Like if I told Julia I was mad at Emma, like should I be mad? Blah blah. Blah. Like I would hope that you would go tell her, and you know we would be able to talk it out. Instead
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't feel guilty about
Because
telling
sometimes
her.
I will admit I'm very dramatic. Like I said, I'm the emotional
All
one.
girls are. All
Yeah.
of them.
So like sometimes I'll be pissed at something, and like I won't know if I should be, because like I'll go to Hayden, because Hayden, I know Hayden and Maddie are very blunt. Julia gets her blunt moments. Sam and I kind of just jump around, and Emma's like, yeah. Like you're the more like mom. You're mom. You know, not
Hi,
like
Mom.
your mom, but like you're like.
She's advice.
How we
Mom.
say- yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Get your shit together. Let's
Yeah,
go, Mom.
but I know for a fact Hayden and Maddie will always tell me how it is.
Sometimes she doesn't want that. That's why.
I doesn't. No, I
of the time.
don't, and I get mad about it.
I think
But
that's
at
a
the end
girl
of the
thing.
day, at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I did need to hear that. I should have listened the first.
Jamie,
20
let's
times.
go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym.
I don't wanna
Jamie,
go to the gym.
had
let's go to the gym.
homework.
Guess the gym. I'm so sorry. I should have come to the gym.
Yeah, I had
Or
homework.
like, let's get a Great Dane. And they're like, no.
Right? Facts. Me and Sam
Fuck.
totally agree.
I
You're not
have
getting
a
a Great Dane.
backyard.
I don't have.
Are
one for a
you?
Great Dane.
Yeah. Are you gonna pay for the food?
Or the dog.
Got a Great Dane money.
Pick
I
up
mean,
their
we can
poop?
split
Are you gonna
custody.
pick up their poop? How's Jamie gonna get there? It's gonna be your dog.
Not in her car.
Your dog.
You're gonna
Your
have to
dog.
pay Emma to go feed your
Emma
dog.
can help. Okay, 4 against 2. Don't count, Caleb.
I will skin your dog.
Actually,
Actually,
make a
won't.
rug?
I won't. I won't do that.
Dog. Leave that in. Yeah.
But no, it's a lot easier for us to get along because we're all very much the same opinion on that. If we air it out right when we're mad, we'll be less mad in the future.
Ends up so
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
So much easier.
It's better just like let something out now instead of like letting it boil in the pot.
Yeah.
You know.
Because the longer you let things boil,
let stuff boil them.
the longer you let something boil, the more you're gonna be mad about it. Like just get it off your chest. That's why sometimes I'll talk to one person and be like ranting because it's easier for me to just get it off than like hold it into myself and like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all understood what I was saying, don't you?
No, for sure.
I did.
No,
I
sure.
did. It was just funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Fist bump. Group hug.
That's good. Talk, guys.
You did not say group hug. Group hug.
Not in my head. In my head.
Also, all my friends hate hugs. I
Except
told
Julia.
you.
You
Except
should.
Julia.
Is
Except
repulsive.
Julia.
You should. Don't touch
Sam
people. Why are
Sam
you
does hug
touching
me
people?
sometimes, but she
Why are
turns
you
it into a
touching
jump.
people?
Exactly.
Why are you
Yeah.
touching people? Don't touch people. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ew,
don't touch me.
gross.
She touches them in their
When was
private
the last
parts.
time
Change
you
the
washed
camera.
your hands?
Change the camera.
Yeah, change it. Yeah. Look
That's
at
a
that.
piggy
Yeah.
bag.
They're holding hands. That's gross.
It's private parts.
But yeah.
Jamie touches people in their private parts.
This has happened to me once while I was in the shower.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Jamie
in the
grabs
shower?
my boobs in the shower.
Wow.
I did.
I hate when
They just took a photo.
some of the
did.
guys will, like, I am a little bit closer with the guys, obviously, right? They talk to me a lot. I talk to them a lot. But I hate when they feel like they can talk shit about the girls and expect me not to say anything.
Period.
Yeah.
You think I'm a side with you?
Period.
Period.
No.
Period.
I need to
Yeah, I
get
get
that
that too, because
Yeah. But yeah.
I'll talk my shit, bro. If I have a problem with any of you, you'll know.
Well,
what's
and
up? And I'd rather you just say it.
some of the guys act how girls act. The other
Yeah.
day, same stuff happened. Guys, I feel like guys are more easily influenced about what to say because, I feel
Oh,
like
by your friends, yeah. They'll be like, nah, don't say that. Or nah, you should say this. Ah, yeah, she's being a bitch. Yeah, no, totally.
get the last bit.
Good talk, guys. That was great.
guys.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you singing to my
Thank
sister.
you for having us, Corey.
Oh.
We will come back
This is a souvenir.
on Friday.
On Friday. Shit, it's Friday.
Thursday. On Thursday.
I meant next
Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Oh. I peed.
Next Thursday.
On my arm. Aw, thanks.
How much Dr. Pepper too?
Oh gosh, that scared the shit out of me.
That was
Had to
pretty
yawn.
scary. That was pretty scary.
Boots and cats and
All right.
boots and cats. Boots.
Let's get it. Let's get an outro. This is.
Had in.
Captain America.
Oh,
What is your Snap or Instagram? Where can they find you?
I don't have.
Oh, that's too long. That's my whole name. I can't. That's my government.
Hayden
That's
Tom.
your government name.
It is.
Search Hayden.
Hayden S. Thompson
It's
on
empty.
Instagram.
All right, Maddie.
it's just Maddie Buffington.
Her name is Maddie Buffington. Samantha Ann Torres.
Wow. Better bleep that shit.
Samantha.
Anyways, my Instagram is samo_xyy.co.
Just look it up.
She went through that whole
Mine
fast.
is
It's
just
gonna-
Jamie. Whoa. Whoa, what's happening? Whoa, what's happening?
Why does it sound like that? It's probably
Your
someone-
voice
Yeah.
doesn't work.
someone's
Um,
next, probably.
I feel like we're quartet.
Well,
We
my
keep going.
name is Jamie.Gibson.
Ima.
Ema.
Hi.
Gracie,
but spelled wrong.
My Instagram is emma.graceie because I forgot how to spell Gracie.
Cool. My Snapchat, because I'm different from the rest of these girls.
You're not original.
Wow.
Well, it's Julia Gant, so.
Her Instagram's practically the same thing, so.
Actually, there's underscores at the beginning and end, and there's no dash. Oh my gosh.
So now they have both.
Now they have
Ooh. They'll be in the description if they send it to me. If they don't
Alright.
send it to me, it's not.
Peace
gonna
out.
I don't even have contact information.
Peace
with
out,
you.
Girl Scout.
Contact information.
What's your email?
Oh wait, let me just. What's your email?
Let me get your
Literally,
phone number.
Sam has my Snap.
Yeah, I can give it to y'all.
Give me your billing address. I have some.
You better cut that out of the
I'll take
podcast.
I'll take. I need.
I'm leaving it.
Hayden, look
I
at my
don't
hair.
even think I got that.
Hayden.
I got like maybe 10 cents.
You're a curly queen.
Forget.
I'm gonna try that again. Can we try that again?
Not
Have you already
tonight.
showered?
Yeah.
And cut.